Right, let's start again for the third time. I don't know what's going on with my OBS. It's like every time I start the stream, it crashes, and I can't recover it in time. So I don't know what's going on. But okay, it's fine. Testing. Anyone that is here? Let's have a look and see who's here. Did you artist? I see you. Card limits. I see you. I think 7 Bays on Twitch. I see also. Maybe that also died as well. So hopefully that is also up. But yeah, we should be good. I think. Yeah. But anyway, damn it, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on there. I honestly don't know. I've been doing a lot of settings and all that stuff and sorting out my issues, but okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's get on with the agenda of today. So we're in a new season, and yeah, to give you an update, I got to plat 1, and then I was like, I started deranking it, like not deranking, but I started losing like 4 in a row and 5 in a row. I'm like, no, you know what? Let's just leave it at that, because there's no point pushing now for something that I know for a fact the game is just screwing me over. So let's just leave it at plat 1, and then we'll go again next season. Because at this point now, I don't really care about the rank at this point, because Master was in a very 50-50 mode right now, and obviously it's going to get more crazier in the coming week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll just play. I mean, you can see I literally have almost 10k plus gems already, so no matter what rank I play, I'm still pretty much good. So luckily, there is something that obviously I can invest in at least, because obviously all these gems can't just sit here forever. So at least until we get the newer stuff, because the newer stuff will only come next year most likely. But I think that for now, we're going to be getting some of the other stuff that's already been out for quite a while. And yeah, we're going to review it and see what else is going to be, you know, coming in. And obviously we have to predict what is going to be the actual pack, because they've confirmed the archetypes, some of them, but we have to see also what they kind of surprise us and see what they throw at. So we're going to definitely do that. But I think let's first check in and see what's happening. Card limits. Recently added Pot of Desires in my Forest Numeron God pack or God deck, and between that is that the one that draws 2? The Tokusano, I think. They just discard level 10, draw 2 cards. I think that's no. I think that's one of the cards, yeah. I think so. Not once per turn, by the way, actually. It's like an infinite pot of greed for level 10. So yeah. Kind of a broken card, but obviously it's a UR, so it's quite expensive. But it's basically pot of greed for level 10s, and it's like infinite. So, but obviously the difference is you must have a level 10 to discard. So that is the only thing. Fire Ranger, you also here. I don't know why your messages are being delayed. I know it's I don't know. Everything is seemed like it's just delayed here. Khalid, welcome. Yeah, guys, I think let's check. Wait, hold on. Let me have a look here. Let me see. I think we can play some games first, and then we'll review the pack afterwards and see what's going to be in. Maybe just to check in and see how the rank ladder is, because you know last stream the rank ladder was absolutely terrible. Because damn, I don't know what happened. Like we were just losing a lot of games, and we were like, nah, it's not our time. 7 base, play god cards. Easy level 10 discard, yeah, but the thing is you have to play level 10s, and the thing is if your deck doesn't really play level 10s, then it's not really ideal. But there's a deck that's coming up that you can play level 10s, so yeah, kind of excited for that. And finally it's coming to Master Duel, so that's actually quite a good thing, because at least another deck I can play also, I can use those cards as well, so it's not too bad. So yeah, let's just play some games actually. We are in gold, which is fine because you don't even D rank here. You just play, so it's perfectly fine. And again, we don't need to change anything at this point in time, so we're just gonna warm up and then we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, how's everyone doing? How's the new month of July? I know for my American brothers and sisters, it's Independence Day on the 4th. But yeah, other than that, the World Cup's been kind of interesting. Obviously, some big names, obviously are going through. And yeah, I think now the rounds are getting a bit intense. I see Egypt is winning. Oh wait, did they win? Wait, I saw they were winning last time. Before I started the stream, I'm not sure if they're still winning now, but I think they're probably gonna win, I think. But we'll see who remains. Oh, but Jokul and Alphen. I think Alphen's the best player here. Don't really have anything else here. Killtune loses harder to draw now because they're losing overtuning and stone sweep. Yeah, the thing is, Killtune is just like a lot worse now. Like not in the terms of like power level, but in terms of like consistency and everything. So I think they really they're just kind of screwing themselves over a little bit now. So if you're playing Killtune, it's like it's not as strong as it used to be. But people are probably still going to be playing it, but it won't be as strong compared to the other things. So yeah. Wait, what are we doing here? Are we doing this? Just check, it doesn't have draw, so it's like, oh. Yeah, no drone. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some of these matches, they're quite interesting. But obviously there were some shockers. Like I know Senegal, they'll be fuming because they were winning the game against Belgium, but then for some reason they just threw it away, like literally like towards the end. I don't know how they were leading and then they just threw the game away. That was like, I thought they were convincing to win that, but damn, they just kind of messed up there. I don't know. I think that's kind of like the shocker game for me in this tournament. I think that Senegal should have won that, but they just threw the game away like literally at the end. So it's like very surprising the way things ended up. Changing level of monster, no. So I think I'm gonna go green, yeah. Yeah, Japan, they literally also, they should have gone through, but they see, and that's the beauty of this World Cup, like it's so unpredictable. Like you would think a team is going to convincingly go through, but even Portugal, they had to also, fight in claw to also get their win as well. So they're facing Spain in the next round, which is going to be quite an interesting game. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, England, they were not doing anything. To be honest, they were not doing anything. If it wasn't for Harry Kane, they would have literally just been done. They would have been done also, but yeah. But yeah, otherwise it should have been, convincing for England. But knowing England, they always just come up with the last minute things, and it's knockout round, so you can't really like leave things too late because a team can literally just score early, and then they can defend the whole game. But then obviously if you slip up, then that's what happens. I mean, look at Germany. They ended up going out on penalties. And you would have expected that because they haven't lost a World Cup game on penalties until now. So it's like, we'll see. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, the games are interesting now. So obviously the teams that are expected to be there are there. So that is normal. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Round of 16 ties will be interesting. I think Brazil was quite convincing. Yeah, we'll just see how the matchups ended up going through. But I think the one that people are going to be looking for is Argentina versus Cape Verde. That's literally like the World Cup champions and literally the underdogs. I think that's going to be a very interesting game to see how that plays out. But of course, win or lose, Cape Verde already showed the world that yeah, they can definitely hold their own because they haven't lost a game technically yet. So if they lose against Argentina, it's perfectly fine because they had a great performance anyway. So yeah, I think that will be the kind of the game that people are going to be obviously seeing because it's obviously Argentina, the world champs, and obviously the underdogs in the tournament, I would say. So yeah, let's see what happens in that game. Oh, Chimera. Chimera. Without ability to search. How are they searching? Oh, okay. So they're gonna go Chimera Fusion. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to shotgun Magnus early because they usually have either Chimera Fusion in hand or some other play. So you don't want to shotgun it too early. Oh, what's this? They're going Guardian Chimera. Whoa. And you know the funny thing about Guardian Chimera? If you can't draw cards to destroy cards in the field, it doesn't activate. So this is just doing nothing on the field. Because you have to draw cards and then destroy. So if you don't do that, then it's like kind of useless at that point. But yeah, let's see. They're gonna go into a Dusted Gold. I think they want to go Fiendsmith combo. I think I should stop them. Yeah, I think let's stop them. Yeah, that's GG. The Guardian Chimera doesn't do anything. And remember, even if that other monster that attacks multiple times, it doesn't do anything. It just stops. So yeah, they can't do anything. I could have literally waited for them to commit over with the Fiendsmith stuff, but I'm like, nah, let's just kill it now because your normal summon was used and yeah, that's it. So literally fine. I'm saying, like, I know Magnus kills 90% of decks, literally. Because I mean that's like the modern game now. Most decks are searching, and if you don't have things to search, what are you doing? And by the way, guys, the Marinces deck, oh my gosh, bro, I've been playing with the new Umi stuff, and I tell you what, like we are literally back, guys. I'm not even kidding. We are literally like, I think that's what the missing piece was, because everything connects together now. Like literally, everything connects together. So on top of the Mermaid cards being good, the Umi cards are also very good as well. So it's actually quite perfect because it blends everything. And I've already got my alpha build, and it's working very well. And the combos are literally endless. Literally endless. So yeah, it's kind of insane what I've been cooking with that. Where did you play with the Umi cards? So remember, I play on simulator. So been playing OCG Simulator, and especially with the new ban list, and that deck is doing so well. Like the combos are like literally insane. Literally insane. We already were kind of having kind of resilience with the one card combos technically, but now because of the Umi cards, they're very powerful going second as well. So even though you're doing combo, you're also breaking boards too. So it's really very flexible. And actually, we actually can beat Nibiru very comfortably. Like literally all you need is one card and that's it. You don't even need Minstrel to beat Nibiru anymore. Like Neptupus is the wild card combo. Like I've been saying it. Like it's no longer you start with Marinces combo, and even then you don't even need to have a normal summon with Marinces as well. You can literally summon it from the hand, because the Umi cards have some broken effects. So you don't even need to start with Marinces cards per se. You can just start with anything else, and you can still keep going. Oh, what is this? What is this hand? Oh, that's weird. Unless you activate something. Oh. Yeah, I think I need to go for the safe play here. Just go blue layer if he has a hand trap. I go black layer, but you go for the anti-draw. Yeah. You saw the other Umi card? Yeah, I saw. The thing is, I saw that that other card they announced, and I'm like, that card is okay, but I don't think you need that though. Especially in the deck that I'm building, I don't think you need it. Even the Link monster, the new Link 4, I don't think it does that much because you have to commit bodies just to make that. But the Link 3 is very good. That basically becomes a Link 2 when you have the field spell, and yeah, everything just sets up nicely with that. So I think it really does complement very well everything. But yeah, that card is okay, but the problem is you need to, it's like Lapis Dragon. You need to hard draw it. No, you don't want to see it because it's bad to draw because it doesn't gain an effect if you don't draw it by other means or add it from the hand by other means, but it's not that super amazing as I thought it would be. But and even then, you cannot target water link monsters, but what about water monsters in general? I mean, that at least should cover everything, but only covers water link monsters, and it's like, what if you don't have water link monster on the field? Then it kind of does nothing. And remember, that card has to be on the field as well, and you don't want to have the card not be on the field. At least the other one, the level 7, the Atlantis Dragon Lord, is way better than that card because you don't that card has to be on the field for it to be having some protection, but that's not really what you want to see with that. It's kind of like my first thoughts on that card. It's okay, but it's not something you would actually like say, oh, I want that card actually, like, you know, because it's just like it's actually a hard brick, like literally it's a hard brick. But the thing is, based on the combos you have now with the other stuff, you don't actually need that. I get it, it's a starter, but the thing is, you also need a water monster in the hand as well, which is also very dependent on that, having you have a water monster in the hand already. That's the only issue with that card, but otherwise it's pretty good. But on paper it looks good, but in practice it's like, yeah, you need to have, first of all, a water monster in the hand, and also you need to have a way to search it. And yeah, it's not something I would be thinking about in the combo. Whereas the other stuff, I mean, at least you can at least get benefit from it and then get rid of it on the field. That's perfectly fine, because you don't want to have those cards on field still, because that card has to be on the field to be good, which is not ideal. And it doesn't even count as Umi as well. That's the other issue I have with it. It doesn't count as Umi. If it counted as Umi, then yeah, I could say then it's actually okay. But at this point, I don't see it being a benefit right now. This stage, but yeah, it's just whatever. It is like fine. What do I want to do here? I just said maybe Izuna, just in case. Yeah, Izuna. Just in case. Already have black layer underneath, so that's like kind of extra. No, that's fine. Let's just keep that. Because those combos now are literally like are actually insane. Like it's actually a lot better than I initially thought, because going second especially, those cards have kind of crazy effects. So you just have endless extension, and it's like, whoa, what? I never thought you would have so many bodies on field to do what you want. And then obviously, you know, for Marin says they need bodies on field, and that's what it was lacking. So again, now you got another engine that gives you more flexibility. But I will say this though, that to obviously maximize the potential of it, you obviously can't run like a lot of hand traps. That's the only downside, I guess, because these decks are unfortunately very heavy in engine. So that's the only thing that you have to consider. But it's actually not bad, because at least the engines you are playing, at least the Umi stuff at least has kind of built-in going second potential, so it's not too bad. Same thing with Mermail, it's not too bad at all. So I think it's actually fine, the trade-off. I'm gonna set this and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm actually liking the deck, and obviously it's the alpha build, so obviously I can always fine-tune it and see what works later on. But for now, because obviously there might be new support for the Umi stuff, then we'll see if there's going to be better things or not. But I think so far it's actually pretty good. Even the pure deck is actually kind of good in a way, but I feel like the pure deck kind of lacks a little bit of things. But I mean, but otherwise, playing it with other things like Mermail and Marincess especially, it's very good. Because sometimes you have access to the trap, sometimes you have access to all the other things, so it's really like kind of flexible what you can do now with the deck. And especially now with the current meta, at least Marincess can kind of keep up now, because at least you're playing with modern engines, which is kind of what you're looking for. What the hell is this? Super Heavy Samurai? Bro, they can't even play the game. How are you playing the game, bro? How is Super Heavy Samurai playing the game? Can't even add anything. Yeah, we're talking about the new Umi cards, yeah. And I've already been playing it on the simulators already, and it feels very good. I've already mastered the combos already now for how everything synergizes together. And the nice thing is you don't even need to normal summon a Marincess monster. You can just summon it from the hand naturally. So, yeah. Wait, what is this doing? Wait, what? Wait, is this gonna gain attack? Hold on. Wait, what? Huh? Hold up. Okay, I think I need to go. I need to just have some backup here. Hold on. This thing is gonna be doing some stuff. I don't know. Should I set the trap or just set it to defense? I feel like I should just set it to defense. Wait, no. Let me just put this in defense. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. Let's just leave it at that, because this guy might boost attack some way or whatever. Let's just leave it. It's fine. Yeah, Magna-like is available, but no, I don't really need it right now. That's available. Have you tried Durendo hand rip? Trust me, guys, Durendo hand rip is not something you should be doing. If you're going to be doing actual combos, that's not a combo. That is just waste of time, because the magnet's going to be 5 materials, and then it's not even getting the benefit of what you actually want to do. So I feel like that's not really worth it in the long run. Oh, vision. Vision. Okay. Let's just deal with this guy. Yeah, let's just close out the game at this point. Let's see if he has something that can close the game out. Yeah, this is game. I'm gonna normal summon Izuna just for that extra damage. So yeah, to answer your question, Zelia, the Rendo combo is not something I would advise you to do, because that's not something that is practical. Because going first, your goal is not to hand rip your opponent, because Magnus already hand rips the opponent already, because they are kind of handicapped already. So that's like already kind of what the FTK is. And also, Durendo requires you to add a card. Your opponent has to add a card for it to even be live. So how do you get that set up? It's a very complicated setup, and you're putting a lot of resources for that. It's not really worth it, though. It really isn't. Because you need Magnus with 6 materials. That's the goal. Anything after that is a bonus. Literally a bonus. But yeah, if you can make it work with other things, that's great. But end of the day, Magnus is the main objective. Everything else is extra. Yeah. But yeah, if you're making it work for you, that's good. Because you're probably playing with other, like you're saying, you're playing with honor mats. That's perfectly fine. But I'm not a fan of that combo, so that's obviously my opinion, of course. But if you're liking it and you're getting results with it, then kudos to you. That's totally fine. Totally fine with that. Yeah, that was literally just wow. Okay, let's carry on. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with how you play your deck, because as long as you understand your deck, that's the main thing. Because I don't care what deck you play. If you understand how your deck works and you're doing well with it, no one can take it away from you. Oh, branded. Oh boy, branded. I mean, this is a good hand going first, but going second, I don't know. I mean, look at branded, for example. Now they're playing so many engines now just to like they can literally don't even need to resolve branded fusion. They just play through so many things because of now what the new support has allowed them to just play through so many things. Now that Brandon High Spirits, they should have played that in the draw phase. I don't know why they played it in the main phase, because that's actually playing very bad into draw. But it's still fine. They're still getting to what they want. Actually, Pyrogy Broadbull only adds Swen only. Only adds Swen because Swen is a beast warrior. Eldum is not a beast warrior, it's a beast. Yeah, so it only adds Swen. It doesn't add Eldum. Only beast warriors can be added. Combo so crazy it ends with Matmake Super Factoria, but you see, you only that's only enabled because you're playing a lot of you're basically playing the engine that basically spams rank 4s, and that's the only way how you're able to do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of obviously the bodies are obviously coming from the honor mats, of course, not from Super Quant definitely, but if it works, it works. That's it. Oh, trust me, I read it. I read it, Bacon, but I just summarized it for myself. How did I get to the conclusion of what Pyrogy was saying? Because I read your comment first and then what you were saying. Ah, white layer, finally. Okay, something to discard off. Okay, that's fine. Damn, this guy's inboard is very simplified, but there's a lot going on here. First of all, this Ecclesia, I need to get rid of it. Yeah, I need to get rid of it. I need to discard these things. Go, and yeah, no, let's keep that. I'll negate this. and negate that, because this is going to be something. I could have negated obviously Ecclesia, but it's whatever, man. I don't know. They're gonna have too many things going on anyway, so I just need to just make sure that I have stuff going on. I think he set Fallen of the Virtuous. You see, he said Fallen of the Virtuous. Let's try and force out some things. I think, you know what, Doomsday Change isn't going to be so practical. Let's try and bait out some stuff. It's not for restocking, it's for to be able to not be targeted by Fallen of the Virtuous, and yeah, that's why we're running that. It's not necessarily for restocking, it's for the protection of main phase 1. All our cards cannot be targeted by Fallen of the Virtuous. So only non-targeting can remove things. So let's see what he has. Yeah. It's better. It's better than nothing. Because I can force out a Zeus if need be. But obviously Ecclesia is going to be going into Fallen of Albaz, the OG one. But I can try and force out that. I think I have an idea. Yeah, I think I have an idea. Let me do it this way. This is the only way to kind of because if I go into next season, go into Ecclesia, and then do something. I think I need to. Okay, I sent. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, this is the only way to kind of like break the board, technically. Yeah, I think I have to do it this way. It might not work, but let's just see what happens. Yeah. This needs to work. Not really. That's not ideal. That's not ideal because he can go into. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. That actually is ideal. Wait. I got white layer engraved. What am I doing? Yeah, white layer. Yeah, this will work fine. Yeah, that's a bit too late now. Because I can literally negate Fallen of Albaz. Yeah. That's nice try, buddy. Yep. I can literally negate Albaz. He can't even target me anyway. And yeah, just before he does anything, let me just do that. And just because obviously negate the effects of one face-up card, so this is non-targeting. So you can definitely negate the Magna formation. Let me see, yeah. One face-up card in the field, yeah. So you can literally negate this if you want to. So I think I'm gonna just do it now. I'm just gonna preemptively attach something. Maybe that. Yeah, it's fine. So, bro, what? Why did he do that though? Why did he target this card? It's already negated already. Oh, okay. Huh? Okay. Wait, do I have? Oh, that's very interesting. So if I activate Case of Canaan, he'll just do Fall of the Virtuous. I don't think that's ideal. I think I need to Zeus, guys. He activates it anyway? Huh? You can't target my cards. He can't target my cards. Yeah, he's targeting his own cards, exactly. Wow. Okay, that's very unexpected, but okay. I don't know, because now you can't use it again. Alright, well. Yeah, I can't go into Magnus here. But yeah, let's just see what happens here. Because he can't go into Fall of the Virtuous again. Unless it's for follow-up. I know definitely if I Zeus is going to get that follow-up. So I think I must just Zeus in the end phase. What do I gonna... Okay, this card is also going to be a problem. All these cards are a problem, eh? Yo. They are just a problem. Does he have Super Poly? I have to kill this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Zeus, and then in the end phase, when he sets the when he sets with Albion, then I'm gonna Zeus afterwards. Yeah, Karima, we are back. We are back before the madness starts. Nah, no point getting K9 combo, yeah. I don't even have a play for K9 anyway. What play do I have? I've used my normal summon already and all that stuff. It's like, ugh, whatever. It's fine. No time anyway. And so after this effect, I'm going to... You didn't use... You only use greater effects in the end phase. Only in the end phase only, so it doesn't really help me, actually. Yeah, now we're gonna do this now. You're gonna Zeus the field now. Yeah, you see, he's got other things. Pine spirits, yeah. Look at that. He had a second form of the virtue, so he had two. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so he's already got follow-up for next turn in Ecclesia already, so that's like already a plus for them. But yeah, I think we'll just leave it like this. Yeah, it's basically like I don't really have a choice because we'll just he has so much follow-up anyway. That's the thing with Branded, they have way too much follow-up going on. Well, it's not even OTKing. I mean, the thing is, it's not like I had an option anyway, because I had to try and play around this board, and I actually did that. So, why would he set Branded Fusion? I think he knew that the other one was going to be gone, so. Yeah. He did have a very good end board, so I had to just find a way to play around all of that because there wasn't, because I couldn't just do the standard plays. I had to just try and play it out the way I would play it out because there's too many things that he has in terms of disruption. So, but it still doesn't matter anyway. And it's not like I played all the options I wanted to play going second anyway, so it's fine. I mean, you have double High Spirits, double Branded Fusion, double form of the Virtuous, so they had double of everything. So it just, and because the cards kept coming back, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't even matter at this point, so. No, the thing is, you said the end board's okay, but the problem is that's how the end board is for Branded now. Like, that end board looks very simple, but actually there's a lot of layered interactions, which before they never had that. Because you don't have to end on fusion monsters. They can do all of that on the opponent's turn. So they perfectly play around Fuolos, they play around Nibiru and those things. So that's like kind of what Branded is now. So not like before where, okay, they had to resolve Branded Fusion, otherwise they're not doing anything. Oh, okay. Alright. And I see here, this hand is not so good, because like I only have layer 19 and Radiant or Canine play, so I have to see what they have. If they draw us, it's also fine. We still have plays, but doesn't look like they have. And I can't really go Canine here because a lot of options here. Vision. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm even adding here. We'll keep Vision just in case, because I don't think I don't want to discard Layer though. Okay, let's just go for the combo as if. Yeah, no, it's not a new account. It's the same account. I just didn't go into Diamond. I just started Plat 1. Because this game was just like screwing me over. So it's like, it's fine. You make peace with it, you know? But very soon I'll be in Plat anyway, so it's not like it's a long process anyway. It's not that long. Wait, did I have a normal? No. It was high in Diamond? No. Like I said, if the game was working accordingly and not screwing me over, then yeah. But no. I mean, I was on the verge of getting to Diamond, but then I just deranked while trying to rank up. So it's like, I'm not gonna fight that. So it's fine. Yeah, these guys don't have anything. Okay, so we play as if we're under draw. This is actually fine. Can technically get back this. Yeah, this is still pretty good. Yeah, still actually quite decent. Field spell. Actually, whoa. Wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. Wait. What have I just done now? Do I need to draw here? Oh, wow. Wait, how did I sequence this not properly though? Oh, no. I think I should have. Okay. No, I have normal, but the problem is the sequencing now is different. I don't know. Don't know what happened now. In my mind, I thought I had it, but I was supposed to add this actually. That's fine. A9 combo detach, but that's not gonna save the issue though. It's not. It's really not gonna save the issue. It's really not. Don't know why I added back Zayton though. Don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. Because now I have to do it like this now, and that's not really what I wanted. Yeah, no, now I have to do it like this. Oh, it's such a weird combo. Yeah, I have to do it like this now. It's not ideal, but this is what I have to do. This is such a weird combo, but I have to do it. It's not ideal, but what I was trying to avoid here. We do that. This is like a weird thing, but that's really what I have a choice here to do that. And then we gotta just normal this, and then modulate. Yeah, it's a weird line, but that shouldn't have happened though. That shouldn't have happened. Okay. It's still good, but the thing is, it's just, it could have been a little bit simpler though. It's still 7, but it could have been 8. Because remember, if you mess up somewhere, you can get 1 less material. And then 1 less material could cost you. Because if you have 6, You could have had 7. If you had 8, you could have had 7. So that's like what the logic is there. Edges. I mean, nowadays they're printing cards that literally are giving kaiju-like effects. So let's see. 60 cards though. Yugioh. Let's just kill that. Because he's gonna destroy a Yugioh. I don't want that. So Yugioh I have to worry about because those guys are gonna spam Phantom of Yugioh and then I have to worry about that. Shanga. Say what? Huh? Bitcoins. I'm just gonna ash that. Is this guy playing Black Wings or what? I mean, you can play Black Wings, yes, but I mean, is he playing it? How is he playing? Why is he playing Nightmare Throne, though? Like, where's the synergy here, though? A Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense. Okay, there's the Yugioh. But... Huh? You know what, bro? I'm just gonna leave it. Dude, I don't know what this guy's on. But let's just leave it, bro, because I don't want... Now I'm saying, people are very creative here, but clearly I'm the crazy one because I don't know how to deck build apparently. But look at these guys' decks, I don't know. Very questionable choices there. Very questionable. Let's have a look. I mean, look at this, guys. Really? You playing Recycle? You playing this? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I get it, Black Wings, but Black Wings with Yugioh. Where is that synergy coming from? Like, where is that coming from? How does... Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask because... Okay, yeah. And I forgot this is I don't know. I mean, 60 cards, just like mine, but the thing is, I mean, he's playing Black Wings as the focus, but yet he's playing Yugiohs though. But okay. I mean, some would say he built it very well, I guess, but it's fine. I mean, if they got to gold, right? So they must be doing something, right? Dark types, but I mean, you could have played what, the Allure Queen engine or Kali Yuga at least. Layer of Darkness. Ugh, okay. More shenanigans. I don't know. Okay, Predator Plant. Okay, this I mess with. Say what now? Oh, he's probably playing Super Poly. Say what? Okay, so we have 2 options. We can play K9. Definitely. We can definitely play K9, yeah. So I don't know what this guy's on. To be honest with you, I don't know what he's on, but we can start with Jokul. Yeah, if we can make a Zeus, that would be great. But obviously, this will trigger though. I'm sure he has something to do with Lair of Darkness. I'm sure there's something that tributes. So they can use my own monsters. Let me try and maybe fill in the bridge. I think I can force out that Lair of Darkness. I think let's do that. Let's do that, guys. Let's do that. Let's force it out. Yeah, let's just force it out. Let's see what he has, and then we'll see. Can I draw two? No, let me just do this. I'll probably just follow up with K9 afterwards. Because if I clear Lair of Darkness, I'm literally good. Exactly, the virus traps as well. Like, you can literally just like play around all those things. Because those cards tribute. And they can use an opponent's monster or a dark monster your opponent controls. So, yeah, I think if I go MST, clear Lair of Darkness, I'm literally good. I'm literally good. Let's just clear this. Say what? Dude. Draw two cards? Your opponent can negate this effect by revealing a spell card in their hand. Well, there's the field spell. There we go. Nope. You see? Like, bro, like, I mean, look at these type of cards, bro. Like, huh? What are we saying? Okay, let's see. Can we go K9 combo? Should be able to go K9 combo. I'm gonna say it's the gimmick decks, right? The gimmicks. It's all about the gimmicks. Yeah. Okay. Let's just make sure that we all. Yeah. This should be lethal. I don't think those other trap cards are doing anything because they're probably reliant on cards being tributed. So I don't think it's gonna be a big impact. But let's just go anyway with the plays, yeah. Add a card, yeah, sure, we can add a card. Let's add Izuna. I know K9's fallen out of favor, but I mean it's still pretty good to play. Yeah, this should be lethal, guys. I don't think it's gonna be a problem at this point. Yeah, it's literally game. I don't even need to destroy that. I can just go straight into werewolf. I'm gonna destroy some back row though. Gonna destroy some back row. Now he probably has a mirror force somewhere, so let's just see. Let's just pick out his back row and see what he has. Let's go with this one. What? Predator Plant Fusion monster, or Predator Prime Fusion rather. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go for that. It's gonna add something. Adding a okay, I can just negate that. That's fine. I have Ripper to negate, and I still have two more attacks with Werewolf. So either way, I'm good. He's adding the Scorpio. Yeah, that's. Oh, dude, are you? Dude, someone literally just called a Mirror Force, and there's a Mirror Force right there. What are the odds, bro? What are the odds? Oh, wow, of course, Mirror Force, yeah. Good stuff. I like how these guys are just getting carried by very old school cards. It's fine. Yeah, they called it because it's gold rank. You don't see those cards in platinum and diamond and masters. No one cares about Mirror Force at this stage. There's a Mirror Force in the future that's good, but not right now. That's fine though. We still got main phase 2, buddy. still got main phase 2. Yeah, it's still fine. It doesn't really matter. We're still in a good position. Because that Mirror Force is not good. The one we're talking about is the one that's an overframe that's coming way in the future. So yeah, let's just see what happens here. So if I called the other one, would have been fine, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. He needs to discard a monster, so he better. If this guy has a monster, of course he does. No monster? Yeah, you see, he needs to send a monster from hand. So that's not a monster. That's not doing anything. Exactly. You see? Despite the Mirror Force to kind of save him a turn, no real follow-up. And even then, if he had a follow-up, we would have done something. So it's like fine. I think speaking of Predator plants, I mean, should we talk about it then? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Since Predator plants are coming, let's talk about it. We're gonna go into Master Duel Meadow and talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the new pack is gonna reveal to us here. Okay, because this is very important here. Confirm if you guys can see the browser. You can. We should be good. Hopefully, should be. Let's make sure we're all good here. This thing better not crash. Okay. Good. Better not crash. Okay. All right. So let's have a look. There's some new spells. There's an overframe. Oh, there's so many overframes. You see, there's Dark Arm Dragon coming back. There's Gore coming back. A lot of cards are just coming back. There's a new card that 7base was talking about, the Shimmering Shining Dragon. It's not that amazing, but we're looking at this now. So let's look at this upcoming selection pack, Star for Destruction. So I wonder what that implies. Well, let's see. So Konami has announced the new selection pack coming on July 9th, which is literally in a week's time. So let's see what they announced officially, and we'll see how many cards actually makes up the set. So yeah, let's see what happens. So we have here the 5 confirmed URs, but of course that's just the confirmed URs. There's still other URs we don't know in the pack, so we have to see what the pack weight is going to look like. But let's see what the announced cards are. So they said Tellarknight cards are coming, Constellar cards are coming, and X-Saber. So that's all from Terminal World 3. The only stuff that's missing is the Shadow support. So that's fine. Okay. So if we had to do a count in terms of what is not released, let's just have a look at not released, because we can see exactly what the expectation is. So if you look at Tellarknight, so Tellarknight is getting this new card, the Signian, and the Stellar Nova Binding. So Tellarknight, we can go, let's see. Wait, no, that's wrong. Let's add Constellar so we can see the full picture. No. Okay, so Constellar exceeds. This is Ptolemy. Is it Alpha or Delta? I think that's Omega 7. Yeah, that's Omega 7. So yeah, there's some. Oh no, I'm not even spelling it right. Constellar. Right? Constellar. Yeah, that one. Yeah, Constellar. Constellar Castor is a new one. Yeah, Constellar. So Castor is a new one. Deltros, I think that's already existing Xyz. This is a new one. That's not released yet. The Omega 7 is new. And then the Signian, and then the Binding. So it's not much. But I mean, there you go. You can see it's not like many cards coming from there. And then we can just also add to this. Let's add X-Saber as well. So you see X-Saber in terms of new support. Obviously, Gothams is not new per se. What is new for X-Saber? Is it the Bruno and the Polina, I believe? Yeah, and then obviously the Saber combination. So there's not many cards that are coming for that 3 sets. But yeah, turn skip is real. So definitely expect some crazy combos with that. But yeah, that is what the expectation is. So we're expecting at least 10 to 12 cards. Or let's just say, yeah, at least 10 cards in total for the 3 sets that are Tellarknight, Constellar, and X-Saber. Maybe there's reprints. I don't know. We'll see. So that's like kind of the lineup there. And then obviously, as per the in-game announcement, we have obviously the card of the year. Or when I say card of the year, obviously the most hyped card for Master Duel, that is, because this is for Jawless Harmonia. Now, what is this card? Well, you've been seeing this card being talked about in OCG, TCG a lot. And yeah, so they actually hit Kill Tune because Harmonia is coming into the game. Now, is it only Kill Tune that benefits? No. Any deck can benefit from this card if you play synchros, especially. If you're a synchro-based deck, you will definitely enjoy this card because this card is basically like a new hand trap for synchro decks. So it definitely boosts Kill Tune. It boosts the Elf Note. Any good synchro deck or any synchro deck can benefit. And most importantly, dragon-based decks can also benefit from it, like especially Red Dragon Archery that's getting their support very soon. Maybe in the next month they might get it. Because I think the next month is the last pack before Worlds, so we'll see what the last pack will have before the World Championship and see what is in contention. But I think they want to kind of just drop Harmonia now, which is quite interesting. And yeah, also this kind of also technically boosts Mitsurugi as well, because remember I was saying Mitsurugi over time is going to be getting a lot of support. And yeah, don't think Mitsurugi right now is written off. It's going to get even better coming into Master Duel. So yeah, definitely going to be something to look out for. And yeah, just be on the lookout for this card being an interaction. So this card is very good because you reveal up to 5 synchros, including itself, and you get to summon all those benefits. Summon the card, send the revealed synchro monster, which is usually something that you can bounce back, and then non-target destroy monster. So you can actually manipulate some of the stuff later on in the combo. So it could disrupt you a little bit. I wouldn't say shotgun this card early. It just depends what is happening, but it does say when your opponent activates a monster effect though on the field. Okay, so because when it says when your monster your opponent controls, it doesn't trigger when it activates from the hand or grave, only on the field. So if you have a way to chain link block, then Harmonia doesn't really activate. So it's similar to Ghost Ogre in a way, where obviously results in your opponent being their opponent has to be having the effect resolving on the opponent's side of the field, not anywhere else. So that's kind of what is happening there. But this is going to be probably a staple for synchro decks, so I would say definitely pick this up. And yeah, are they going to ban in the future? I don't think so, because it's kind of like a hand trap the way they're putting it like this. And then Fairy Tail. I think Fairy Tail also very underrated, and it's kind of a sleeper. If you don't know what this deck does, trust me, this deck will be kind of annoying, because what this deck does, and maybe I'll just kind of show you what basically the Fairy Tail cards are. Fairy Tail. Is it Fairy Tails or Fairy Tail? No, there's actually more. Yeah, so these 7 cards here will literally boost up it's a whole deck completely. So basically what happens is you can basically make your opponent's monsters become prince, right? Or prince of fairies, basically. So similar to how, remember we looked at the Umi cards where the cards are treated as Umi, you can make your opponent's monsters become prince of fairies, and then you can use it for super poly. Basically, you can You can use it for so many things. So yeah, it's kind of insane, but you can basically turn your monsters into prince or fairies, and then you can use it for whatever effects you want to use it for. So you can definitely look at that and see what the cards do. But I mean, I can't tell you what the cards do because I don't play this myself, but I'm sure there's some videos out there that explain what this archetype does, because I'm not gonna spend time on things that I don't really understand, and I only understand it when I actually play against it. And every time I faced it, it's like 1 or 2 times. It's not like it's a bad matchup. You must just know what's going on, and especially with Fairy Tail Snow in the mix, you need to be very careful of how to play this deck, because you can see it requires like you see, this fusion requires spellcaster monsters and light Fairy Tail monsters. So even this one also requires a spellcaster monster. So if you play a spellcaster heavy type deck, this is a very good engine to run to kind of pioneer that spellcaster pile type deck. So expect a lot of people to be cooking with that. But yeah, that's all I can say about Fairy Tail. 7 new cards. Let's see what happens in Master Duel, what the impact is, and we'll take it from there. All right, so that is that. And then obviously we have Predator Plants, but not what I thought was going to come out. I did say in the last stream that if they announce this card, it means they're actually going to go all in. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the 4 Heavenly Dragons cards. Now the problem with not the problem, but the nice thing about this card is it's a Predator Plant card as well. So it's actually quite good. And it's almost like a super poly, but on legs as well, because on special summon you can target a face-up card or face-up monster on the field, negates effects, and change its attack to 0, and it becomes dark. And then in another chain, when your opponent activates a card or effect from anywhere, you can fusion summon a dark fusion using dark monsters from either field. So it's like a super poly on legs, which is kind of disgusting. So you use it for super poly target, you make a monster's effect 0 and you make it become dark, and then you make it super poly again. So it's kind of like a very insane card. So it's a very good retrain of the OG Starving Vellum Fusion Dragon. But most importantly, this is an overframe card. I think that's the bigger shock actually, because if you look at the Predap support that's not released, you see this card is an overframe. So I don't know if they're gonna drop this maybe in the bundle or something, but this is an overframe card. So when they announce this, they definitely have to drop the overframe. It doesn't make sense. Similar to Mirror Jade, they promoted the Mirror Jade overframe when the branded support came in. So it would be very weird now if they release Predator Plant support, but without the overframe for the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. So I think they're going to probably release the overframe for that. And it looks pretty cool, looking at the artwork and everything. So I think that would be nice to get a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon of the 4 mini dragons, an overframe card, pretty nice. And I think the other Predator Plant support's actually pretty good. You see, it's about 8 cards, not too bad. And yeah, it's actually looking like a very interesting deck to play. Another fusion deck, but let's see how good it will do in Master Duel. But I think the main thing is an overframe is potentially coming again. So remember, we only have 2 overframes in the game, Mirror Jade and Dominus Impulse at the moment, at the time of July. But obviously we could have a third one in the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon of the 4 Heavenly. So that can also be there, right? Then in turn, they also have the Starving Venom Wing Dragon as well. But this is not a Pred-App card. So that's why when I filtered this, it's not necessarily Pred-App. But obviously if I say Venom Fusion, then obviously now you see, then now it includes the Starving Venom Wing Dragon, which kind of synergizes with Clear Wing as well. But yeah, this is just the alternative artwork for Starving Venom. So you're probably not going to get that. But yeah, I think 9 cards-ish for Predator Plant support. That's pretty nice. So if you like Predator Plant, definitely pick it up. Because I'm actually want to play Predator Plants with Aroma, because they're plants, of course. And I think the cards lock you out of plant and dragon monsters. So I think it's actually a really interesting combo you can play. But you can play Predator Plants, of course, just as fine as it is. But would it be meta? I don't know. But let's see. Then, of course, the other one, which I think I didn't know when they were going to announce this, but I'm actually glad they brought it in now. The Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav rocket. So what is this? So this is Gustav Max, but now instead of being a cannon now, it's literally a rocket now. So it's based on Rocket Arrow Express and Gustav Max combined. So you can see the attack is 5,000. This is literally a heavy machine, literally. And this is very good because it's a monster negate, and it burns your opponent, and it's 5k attack. Like, this is a insane card, which means the train support is coming. So that's the most important, the train support. So you can see the train support. Let me just emphasize this more. It's Earth Machine specifically, so it's Earth. And if I go by machine, now what they can do, and I hope they do this, because if they don't do this, it'll be quite interesting. Because there's obviously other Earth Machine monsters that also kind of support the deck in a way. So you can see the new cards I'm looking at is obviously the Gustav Rocket. Okay, it's not this alternative art of Libe, that's already there. El Shadow we're not getting. This card, Heavy Armored Knight, Babel Decker. This is a very, very good card for the pure train deck because this is like a new 1-card starter. On summon, you summon the Earth Machine from the hand. It's level 10. See, all these cards are level 10. So take note of that. Level 10, very, very good. This card is insane. And then the nice thing about this card is, during your main phase, if your opponent activated a card or effect this turn, you can summon 1 rank 10 Earth Machine Xyz from your extra deck, and just treat it as an Xyz summon. And guess what? This is a rank 10. So it's a 1 card rank 10. So remember, you can go into literally anything that is Earth Machine, or not Earth Machine, but any rank 10 Earth Machine Xyz monster. There's a lot of targets for it. So if you look at the targets, just to show you here the targets for this, if I go Xyz, and then I go level 10, I go 10, right? So you can see these are the 4 targets, right? So you can make Gustav Rocket or immediately. You can make the new card, the Rail Cannon Flying Launcher, which on summon searches for any Earth Machine or 1 Barrage Blast from deck to hand. It literally doesn't lock you into anything. You can go into the OG, the Rail Cannon Super Dora, that makes a monster on the field unaffected by card effects except its own. So it's like a defensive card because it's 4,000 defense. Or you can go to Gustav Max if you want to. 2 level 10 monsters straight away. But it's pretty easy in the train deck to go into this. But yeah, that effect doesn't lock you into machines. So these are the targets, and it's actually pretty good. So in fact, you can make this to play around Nibiru, play around things. You can just have a negate ready. That's kind of very nice. So, and it's 5k. How do you beat a 5k monster? And potentially could be unaffected if you have Rail Cannon Super Dora also next to it. So it's kind of 5k, unaffected except its own. And yeah, it's a very good, very, very good card. So let's look at now the other targets. Let's just go by not released though. So this is the Babel Decker that does that. So you see there's no restrictions on the effects whatsoever. And you don't need to require a high tribute. You just normal without tributing, and you can get the bonus. So any Earth Machine, whether it's level 4, level 10, any Earth Machine from the hand, pretty good. So that's really nice. And then the other new support is the Night Train Blue Traveler. Okay, this card is actually quite insane because you can search for Train Connection or Revolving Switchyard from deck or grave to the hand. So it kind of plays under draw technically, but you obviously need to have the Switchyard or the Train Connection in the grave. But normally this is a 1-card starter because you need to go into that combo. So that's actually pretty good. So this is actually quite nice. But the crazy effect actually is the second part, because if this card's in your grave, you can target 1 other Earth Machine in your grave, spell summon it and this card, right? Also, you cannot summon for the extra deck for the rest of the turn, or except machine monsters from the extra deck though, not from the deck. So you're only locked into the extra deck. So it's still pretty good because you can literally get any machine, earth machine you want, and you can carry on playing. So you can get 2 level 10s, 10 and a 5, 10 and a 7, but obviously you want to get 2 10s because you want to make Varudras or whatever. But you obviously can't because of this lock. But if you want to do that, you can. It's totally fine. That's pretty good there. And then what else? We got, yeah, like I said, the flying launcher. That's a new one. This one, like I said, on Xyz summon adds an earth machine, any earth machine you want. And then you can detach any other materials to destroy that many spells on the field, spell traps on the field, destroy them. Your opponent's field, your own. That's fine. But definitely something that you can benefit from in this. Now, you probably think, can we play Super Quantum with trains? No, there's literally going to be a lot of conflict in terms of machine locking and those things. So you don't really want to be playing this with Super Quant per se. But I can play this with Ancient Gear though, because Ancient Gear is a fusion deck. But remember, locking to machines you don't really care about because all you're summoning is machines anyway. So it's actually more access to OTKing your opponent very easy going second. And at least now going first, you do have a play going first because you can make this guy, and you can have other things also for backup. So you can actually play Ancient Gears again technically, because Ancient Gear was traditionally just playing going second, but now you can actually play going first. So yeah, you never seen me play Ancient Gear? Well, that's why if you've been on the channel for a long time, you would have seen I've been playing Ancient Gear for quite a bit. So definitely I've been playing Ancient Gear. So if you look at my older stuff, you would know if I've been playing Ancient Gear for quite a bit. So yeah, mine to play a bit. No, I'm only gonna play with the new stuff. When the train stuff comes in, then I'll be saying Ancient Gear. I will not be playing it right now. So yeah, because especially with all these other new support cards like the Convex Knight coming in and all of that, it gives me more ways to play the deck. So I don't need to be playing it with not the full potential yet. So I'm only gonna play Ancient Gears when the train support lands, and then we'll play it for a bit and see what happens. But yeah, for now, there's no point playing it now because similar to when Branded was getting the support, or Draco Tail or whatever, they were not playing when, like, they were waiting for their new support to come in, and then they played. So that's the train stuff. Okay, so it's pretty good. It really does boost the train deck, especially for going first, because it actually was kind of good, but it was just lacking that ability to kind of play going first. But now you actually do have a very consistent way to actually do pretty well. Yeah, it might be doing pretty good. It might be the new way to play going second potentially, I don't know, but you can also play first technically, so it's quite nice. So you can see there's a lot of cards announced, but the thing is, what exactly, how it's going to impact Master Duel, we don't know. That's the main question now, because we don't know what else is going to be in the pack, which might be a surprise, but we don't know. But yeah, if you're an Earth Machine fan, definitely the train support is good. If you play Crystron, you can also play Crystron trains technically, right? There's another card I think I forgot to mention. Where is that other card? I think, no, it's the other support for the trains. I think it's called Exceptional Schedule. Exceptional, yeah, this card, yeah, Exceptional Schedule, very, very, very good. So let's have a look and see what this card does with, no. So this is urgent. So no, is it urgent? Yeah, no. Let's do it like this. Urgent schedule. Let me spell exceptional properly. What happened here? Exceptional. Yeah, I don't even do that. Yeah, so this is the other support I forgot to mention for the trains, because this is actually very good, because it adds a special schedule, urgent schedule from deck to hand. Then if you can special summon one diagram token, Earth Machine level 10, 3000 to your opponent's field. Now you're thinking, why would you give a token to your opponent's field? Well, let's have a look at what urgent schedule was doing. So what it was doing, right, was if your opponent controls more monsters than you do. So remember, going first, it was bad because your opponent did not have a monster controlling on their field. But now, with the exceptional schedule, you can literally give them a token. So you can literally start your plays going first. So you can use urgent schedule on turn 1. Whereas there's only a good card going second because you needed your opponent to control more monsters. But now, because of exceptional schedule, the ratio now is different, because before you used to play 3 urgent schedule, but now you can play 3 exceptional schedule and 2 urgent schedule, because you don't need to play more copies of this anymore. So yeah, that was the main kind of drawback with this. But now, especially with this card coming in, I think it's definitely the new ratio is now 3-2 or 2-1, but definitely at least 2 cards you're playing exceptional and 1 urgent at least to make it balanced. But yeah, that's actually really good for helping going first, making it easier to actually make urgent schedule live, because this actually summons 2 earth machines from the deck and gets your combo going. So it's actually really, really nice for that, because it's good going second, but it's now even better going first now, because you can start your plays without your opponent even having a monster, because you're giving them a token in the first place. So that's another card that we will also expect to get from there. Then what else? I think is there anything else I'm missing? Any other card I'm missing for the pack, that is, not other stuff. We're talking about now the new selection pack. Obviously there's other stuff that we're still going to look at, but in terms of the actual selection pack, I think that's all the cards that we are expecting to come through. If there's anything else, then obviously we'll pick it up later on, but this is giving you like a heads up for what is coming through. I think I did cover, let me just make sure, let me just see, did we cover it? Okay, in terms of the Predator Plan cards, it's not released. Let's see. The Daredevil, I think I did mention that these are all Predator Plan support cards. So the Daredevil, the Baltia, the Lizard, the Longophilia, the Predator Primitive, Thorns of Violet Poison, and I believe maybe Super Duper Polymerization. I think we did mention this. It was Apex, but now maybe Super Duper might come in. I think that also might be a thing, because remember, Super Poly actually is limited to 2. Maybe this is coming in. Yeah. So yeah, that's also a card that we'll also expect. Now, the other big question is, what's happening to Dark Lord though? Like, where is the Dark Lord support? And specifically, where is Forbidden Crown? that is the big question, because now that is what people were saying. Now that card should have been in long time. Forbidden Crown should have been here. So why we haven't gotten Forbidden Crown yet? Because this is a very good card as a board breaker. So definitely for Master Duel, this is quite scary. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, and it does everything that Dark Ruler, all those droplets, all those other things do. It's actually pretty good. So who knows? Maybe Dark Lord might secretly come in here, but we'll see. Everything is we will see. So yeah, hopefully that gives you kind of a rundown on the anticipation of what we can expect for Star for Destruction. I think that's pretty much it for this one. So yeah, let's have a look and see what are the other cards that were announced. So let's just recap this one. So I already gave my initial thoughts on this. So someone posted in my Discord on this, and I was like, okay, should I react to it? I was like, I read the card. I'm like, nah, this card is not what I thought it would be, because first of all, yes, it's a level 7 water sea serpent. Okay, and you can use the first effect of this card once per turn. If this card's added to your hand, except by drawing it, okay, which is like most effects, right? You can reveal it, and one other water monster in your hand. So that's kind of, like I said, my biggest issue, because you have to have another water monster in the hand for you to even trigger the effect in the first place. Not that, okay, you have to reveal it only. You have to reveal it and one other water monster in your hand. Summon both, and you're locked into orders. That's fine. Okay? But the question is, it's missing that clause of it's treated as Umi. Because yes, your opponent cannot target water link monsters you control with card effects while you control Umi. But the thing is, this card has to be on the field, and you don't want this card to be on the field ideally. It should be like a lingering effect to say, okay, for the rest of this turn, link monsters or monsters that are Umi cannot be targeted. If it had that, then you could consider, okay, yeah, I actually want to play this card, because at the moment, I don't think people are saying this card is good, because this card is like kind of on paper, like I said, good on paper, but in practice, it's not really viable because it's a hard brick. Literally, it's a hard brick. Like, it's a card you obviously don't want to play 3 of. I mean, you can reveal another card, but the thing is, it says another water monster. If it just said one water monster in your hand, you can literally reveal itself like Holly Sue, but it doesn't work that way. But maybe it does. But the thing is, you have to still add it by other means, and there's just better things to add though. Because I mean, looking at the Umi cards, here, clearly you're telling me which card is going to be replacing these. It's not replacing the Leviathan of Atlantis. Have they changed the name already? Wait, have they changed the name already? Wait. Have they changed the name already of this card? Because wasn't it called Atlantis Dragonlord Daedalus? Now it's called Leviathan of Atlantis? I'm gonna double check when I reviewed the cards on stream the last time. I think they changed the name already. Oh, that's kind of weird. Dragonlord sounds so cool. Now Leviathan of Atlantis. Okay, all right, whatever. But this card is actually better than this, right? This card, by all means, is way better than this card already. Because why? It summons itself while it's Umi. When it's Umi or the field spell on the field, itself becomes Umi, and it searches three cards that mention Atlantis Dragon City, and you can send a card on the field from field to the grave, which is actually very good. And you can send itself as well, because it counts as Umi. But this doesn't count as Umi, so why are you playing this card in the Umi deck? It doesn't make sense, right? The General of Atlantis, very good. Of course, you don't want to not play. You have to play this card. It's very good. The Fiendish Vortex, this card is very, very good, because this actually allows you to just summon any water monster you want from your hand. So, provided there's Umi on the field, and also itself is Umi, so it's very good. This is 100 times better than this card already, and especially the Monstrous Arms. This is your monster negate, which is very easy to access. So, there's no way this card replaces all these other cards. No way. I wouldn't say this is a very good card, because the Umi cards itself are very good. But yeah, is this deck Umi control or combo? If you have it depends. You can play it any way you like. You can play with obviously the OG Umi control. You can add these cards in, then it becomes kind of a mix of combo deck and control. Because obviously the control part is having Karushin on field, and like if you look at the whole Umi, package, obviously, and I filtered by obviously water. You look at the water attribute, so you can see obviously the Umi control is having Karushin with the Umi, which is actually the monsters. They are Umi by nature, so you need to have the field spell or whatever. So you can have these cards on field, and it's Umi. Then you're pretty much good to go. You can even play this also for extra protection in the main deck, but that's for the pure, obviously. But you can also play it if you want to. But you have way better access to better cards, and I don't think this card here serves any purpose right now, because even that second effect is kind of underwhelming also, because it doesn't even say Your opponent cannot target water monsters. It just says water link monsters. Now, what if you're playing an Xyz deck and you want to play this card? You can't play this in Xyz decks because it only protects link monsters. If it said you cannot target water monsters, that's a different story. But now only if you control Umi though. And this only has to be on the field. Why can't it be a lingering effect? I don't know. So they kind of... So I wouldn't say this is really part of the Umi support, because it doesn't even mention Umi in its name. I'll be very surprised if it is Umi, but it's not Umi. So. But that's my first thought on that card. Then what other cards was there that people were talking about? I think the Dark Arm Dragon Punisher. This card here, oh boy, yeah. Reach. So you know, remember like I was saying a while back where Konami needs to take older cards and modernize them. That's basically what they're doing. They're taking OG cards and giving them actual modern effects, which making them very good. Because look at Dark Arm Dragon now. It cannot be normal summon or set, must be summon from your hand. If you have exactly 3 dark monsters in your grave, that's fine. That's from the OG effect. But now look at the new stuff. You can reveal this card in your hand, summon a level 6 or lower. Level 6 or lower Dark Dragon monster from your hand. Do you know how crazy that is for dark decks? That is literally crazy. Right? Yes, for the rest of the turn you're locked into dark monsters, but guess what? That supports RDA, that supports Dragon Link, that supports literally most decks. That even supports Malice even to an extent because it's level 6 or lower. So that's kind of broken though. That even supports Hero to an extent because any dark based deck, you are definitely playing Dark Arm Dragon Punisher. There's no way. So you're not playing this card. This card is insane. And during the main phase, quick effect. You see, this is a quick effect. You can banish up to 3 dark monsters from your grave. Target equal number of cards on the field, destroy them. This is a quick effect. It's not like a spell speed 1 like the OG. So let's look at Dark Arm Dragon. Okay, you see, this is the OG one. You see, it was very slow because you had to banish 1 dark monster, spell speed 1, target a card on the field, destroy. Very slow card. It was good, but very slow. Now it's modernized. So you see, Konami knows what they're doing by taking cards that people know and love and they're retraining them. But now why can't they do it for most of the decks that actually need it? That's my problem. Because no one cared about Dark Arm Dragon. Now they're going to care about it now because it's got a modernized effect. So the same thing also with Gauze, also like the same thing. Gauze, the Emissary of Darkness. There's an overframe for this card. Can you believe it? There's actually an overframe for this. So if you go to not released, wait, where's that? Where's the Gauze card? Where's the Gauze card? Is it the Emissaries? Emissaries. Emissaries. Yeah, there it is. Emissaries from Darkness. Okay, so it's not Gauze, but it's obviously based on the card Gauze. So now this is actually a pretty good card, but it's a retrain of the OG card. So I promise you, they just need to just go back and take some of these older cards and make them modernized. That's it. Because clearly this utility selection pack is basically a bunch of retrains that just have better effects. Like this is very good. Dark Arm Dragon in the modern game, that's pretty good. And this is a pretty badass overframe as well. I say myself, it's actually pretty good. So yeah. But I don't know. This is a very good card because it's modern, quick effect, and you can reveal this card. You don't even have to even discard anything. You just reveal this card in your hand. You summon any dark monster. That's broken. Literally, that's broken. So yeah, that's what I can say about Dark Arm Dragon Punisher. Now let's look at this other card, the World's Greatest Gallant Thief. Let's look at this. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so this is another overframe. Pretty cool card. 25, 2000. If you control no monsters, you can tribute summon this card face up by tributing monsters from your hand and wait, what? Tribute monsters from your hand. Hey, what? Monsters from your hand and or your opponent's field. Oh, is this the kaiju card you were talking about? Okay, this is interesting because remember, you're not special summoning, you are tribute summoning cards from your hand and or. So I could do one card from my hand, one card from your opponent's field, or 0 cards in my hand, 2 cards from your opponent's field. That is broken. That's actually broken. And you can use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect in the hand, graveyard, or banishment, that's basically standard, not the field though. And this card was normal summon, quick effect, you can negate that effect. So it beats Nibiru. So on turn 1, you can summon this card and then play the game. But obviously it does give up, it does take up your normal summon. But if your deck doesn't care about normal summon, this is pretty much a monster negate. What? On turn 1, but turn 2, it's also like a lava golem? Because you're tributing your, damn, bro. I think Super Quantum can benefit from this because why? We can get rid of black layer and white layer bricks in our hand, and then they'll obviously trigger engrave. So that's actually pretty good though. So we can actually play this in Super Quan. Actually, we can actually play this in Super Quan. That's actually quite nice for us because this can literally fix our issues going second, even more so going first. Because if our hand is bad, we can just detach stuff. But the fact that you can tribute monsters from your hand and your opponent's field, that is kind of disgusting because just remember, kaijus were doing that already. But now anybody is not safe anymore because this is actually better than Lava Golem number 1 because Lava Golem requires 2 monsters from your opponent. This doesn't require 2 monsters from you. It requires 2 monsters from your opponent also. Oh, that's great. And summon to your field, eh? It's not summon to their field. Though it does give up your normal summon in the form of a tribute, but that's still good though. It's not a special summon, so it doesn't play into Maxi and those things. This card is actually quite good. Not even good, it's super good actually, because it kind of just power creeps every deck now, because no matter what your end board is, there's an out to it now. So it's already better than Dark Ruin No More. It's better than Call by the Grave. It's better than Lava Golem, definitely, because Lava Golem had a heavy restriction where you cannot normal summon the turn you activated that you summoned that card. This has no real restriction. And you know what's even more scary? I just realized now. I just realized how this is broken. It says there, by tributing monsters. Which deck tributes monsters? Come on, guys. Mitsurugi. Oh my gosh. He's like Konami is making this deck super broken. I'm not even kidding. Then the level of support they are getting. You know what this means for Mitsurugi? You know what this means for Mitsurugi? This is the kaiju they're looking for, which means they don't play this card anymore. The Wuso. You know why they don't play Wuso anymore? Because Wuso locks you out of reptile monsters for the rest of the turn. Now you can use this card to tribute over your opponent's monsters. So it doesn't lock you into using non-reptiles. You don't need to run this card anymore. The Wuso, you don't need to run anymore. You literally can run this and then tribute your Futsu, tribute your Aramasa, tribute your Kusanagi, tribute your Saji, tribute your Murakumo or Havakiri. You can literally tribute those and still play the game without being restricted by Wuso. So that was Mitsurugi's problem, because yes, you can deal with towers, but you kind of locked into reptile, so you couldn't really like do other plays. But now this is basically replacing the kaijus for everybody now. So that means I don't need to play specifically water kaijus anymore. I can play this now. I can basically play this. Because why not? Because this is actually, for going second, this is great. But more so even for going first, technically. Because obviously, but the only downside is it does give up your normal summon technically. But if you're playing a deck that doesn't really care about that, this is like basically a hand trap negate, because hand, grave, or banishment. That is basically a Nibiru or hand trap protection. That's pretty good. And even that's actually pretty good. That's actually quite good. Right? Because even then during the battle phase, quick effect, you can reveal your entire hand. Okay, that's fine. You change all opponent's monsters to defense. So like you're basically getting a lava golem, you're getting an omni negate pretty much. Pretty much an omni negate. And you're destroying that card on top of that, so it's like a call by the grave essentially. And on top of that, you're getting a Book of Moon or Daruma Karma Cannon, because you're flipping all your opponent's monsters to defense at the cost of looking at your hand. But who cares? I don't care what my hand is. I'm breaking the board. And what I've noticed also, this is level 10. So in a level 10 deck, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Or and also it's 2500, so for Regenesis, pretty good. So a lot of practical things. And also it's a win monster, so it's actually a very good small world bridge. If you're gonna search it via small world, because you can bridge Full Loss into this, you can bridge Ghost Mariner into this, draw on Lockbird. Very good for that, yeah. It's not just good for one deck, it's good for all decks, because all decks now have a kaiju-like effect, because this is not something you play in the side deck now. This is actually a main deck card now. Literally, why would you not play this in the main deck? This is too good to not play, because you actually have an inherent out for whatever board your opponent has. Even for myself, if I'm playing Super Quantum or if I'm playing Lunar Light, a Towers-like deck, your Towers is not safe. That's basically what it means. So now you have to literally respect this card now. So and it's funny, because I literally said a while back that Magnus alone sometimes is not enough. That's why you need to have other things around it for your opponent to deal with. Now this is coming true, because like I said, you need to be playing other engines, because Magnus alone will not be the most efficient way to kind of deal with the stuff. Because remember, this will also come to Genesis as well. And it will probably be broken in Genesis, because everyone's going to pick up this card as a staple card in Genesis, 100%. Definitely there's going to be points on this card, because this is way too good. Way too good. This is 100% better than Spear Mode. 100% better. 100%. Because the fact you can tribute cards from your hand, which literally can sometimes unbreak yourself, because you're like, oh, I have White Layer. White Layer needs to have something in the grave or in the hand to trigger, or Black Layer or whatever. But this is actually pretty good. But this is definitely a staple card in Genesis though, and even for the main format, because this is very, very good. So the OCG is probably going to be cooking with this card. If we see it with the side deck initially, that's fine, but definitely people are not going to skip over this card. This card is probably going to be the prize money card. And this is not going to be like Harmonia, where Harmonia was overhyped and then it's like, it's okay. This is actually a very good card for any deck. Any deck can benefit from this, because this is like a board breaker. This is what you're actually looking for, not playing all these other cards like Dark Ruler, Droplet, Evenlies, whatever. No, this is very good, because this is everything you're asking for. A Lava Golem, Kaiju like effect, Omni Negate, kind of battle phase. It's better than Book of Moon, because it doesn't even target. It just changes the opponent's monsters. So if they have 4 monsters, okay, you target them back and that's it. But it's definitely not a bad card. Usually they release bad cards. This is not a bad card. Definitely good. And again, compared to the other card we looked at, the other Umi card, or was supposed to be Umi card, this is actually good on paper and potentially good in practice, because in practice it actually solves a lot of issues with going second. And remember, power creep is real, guys. So look at this. This is another good example of, you know, kind of putting balance to the game a little bit, because now no deck is safe now. No matter what the end board is, you can literally out 2 monsters. But obviously, if your opponent has 4 Omni Negates, that's fine. You can deal with 2 of them. It's better than, because remember I was saying there were times where I had to like use my energy instead of my hand to kind of clear the board. I only need 1 card now to do that. So imagine this with other board breakers, it becomes even more crazy going second, because you're getting like a 2-in-1 package or 3-in-1 package, however you look at it. This is a very good card in general. This is very, very good. Very good, because at least you get to have something that actually does something, and it's actually quite hard attack as well. So yeah, definitely good. So remember, it doesn't mean all decks are dead. It just means that now people have easier ways to out your end board now. But like I was saying, compared to something like Lunar Light that doesn't really have a good follow-up, at least if Super Quan Magnus dies, he gets follow-up in the grave, so it's not too bad too. Because remember, it's not like infinite times they can do this, but it just means that you obviously, by that point, we need to be obviously improving the deck over time, which obviously we will. But I've been saying for a long time that Magnus alone is not always winning games, so you need to have other board presence to make it kind of play, because anything around Magnus is actually good. So that's kind of like the lot. And I can see now how this is gonna be, you know, very practical, because this is basically a better kaiju, better lava golem. You don't even need to play Core by the Grave anymore to an extent, but even then OCG doesn't even play Core by the Grave anyway because it's banned now. But I think in Master Duel it's eventually going to get banned, and people will say, okay, now what do we do now? This is the answer. I think this is the way. This is the way. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. But I think this is definitely a very interesting power move, if I can say that, because usually Konami don't release cards like this. And you notice, let's have a look at the trend, because if I look at the articles, right? So if I go to the releases of cards, so let's look at these cards. There's another card that they looked at, the Mirror Force. Where's the Mirror Force card? Where is that card? Okay, so Umi, we know about that. Oh no, it's actually in the utility selection. Utility. Let me look at this utility selection. Yeah, Mind Mirror Force. This is another card. Something like this. Okay. Where this is also kind of fixing the going second problem, because this says if your opponent controls 5 or more face-up cards, this card's activation and effect cannot be negated, and it can be activated the turn it was set. Okay, it's fine. So going second, you just flip it down and then you go straight away. At any of these following timings, negate the effects of as many face-up cards your opponent controls as possible. Then if you do destroy them, your monster obviously cannot attack directly until the next turn of this card result. That's fine. When your opponent activates a monster with the highest attack, declares an attack. When your opponent activates a monster effect that will destroy a card on the field, or when your opponent would activate a monster effect in the hand or field during your turn. Any of these timings, you just negate everything. And if your opponent controls 5 or more face-up cards, you can't even negate the effect. Great. This is a Mirror Force that actually is practical, because the other Mirror Forces were you had to set the card and do something. Now this actually does something. So again, more play to Konami for making cards like this. And I can see now the design, because you notice now they're not really making a lot of, you know, how would I say? Yeah, turn 1 cards are still being printed, but a lot of turn 2 cards are being printed more than usual. And actually it's kind of slowly but surely power creeping the game a little bit, and especially with that new Galleon Thief card, it's definitely power creeping Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, especially this card as well. So I think it'll get to that point now where, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh will be at a state now where everyone has an out for everything, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The new turn 2 on auto win, yeah. The thing is, it basically means there's a chance that you actually won't just be completely blown out anymore, because 100% if they're not main decking this card, they're definitely gonna side this card at 3, definitely. But for me, I would definitely main deck this card, because this card is very good. Because Kaiju only deals with 1 monster, but this deals with 2, and also it has a negate on top, and also it breaks your board. Interaction. Because let's be honest, I said turn 1 is stupidly broken. Like, the end boards are ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. Now, instead of Droplet discarding your entire hand, this can do everything Droplet couldn't do. And you're saving resources as well. So I think it's actually good in the long run, I think. So yeah, I mean, this Beyond the Brave set's actually looking very promising, eh? The Umi cards, like I said, are very good. I like the Umi cards. I've already play tested them. I'm seeing the matchups are very good, and we actually can play into the modern format, which is what Marin says I think was kind of missing, I think, and especially now with the Umi stuff, it just gives us so much more flexibility than before. And like I said, you saw how the Mermail and the Marin's cards were playing well. Now it's just even better now. Literally, I'm not even kidding. So I think maybe if you guys want to see that combos, definitely let me know. Then I can probably cook that up for you, because I already have the combos ready and loaded. Like, and the nice thing is, it doesn't change fundamentally how I play. It just means now there's a bridge. And remember, like I was saying, if you have a bridge, now that bridge also has a bridge as well, which is kind of like, it connects everything together. So that's how you know there's synergy. That's all. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, I think that's enough of that. Let's get to the duels, shall we? Let's try and see if we can get to platinum, hopefully. Because, like I said, I posted in the Discord already that Neptupus, the Atlantean Prince, is probably one of the best cards printed in years. And I'm not even kidding, because that card literally is like the glue to everything. It's the one card combo that bridges into Marinces and bridges into Umi. How crazy is that? Full Omni negate everything. Bridges perfectly. One card. So that's 3 decks because of 1 card. Oh, what do you have? Ulos. Alright. Let's just see. 2019, eh? 2019 format. Salamander Great Sky Striker, Thunder Dragon, Orchest, yeah. Salaman Great won Worlds that year because it was actually. And remember, at the time, the format was quite crazy, but Salaman Great was actually just a little bit better than most. So yeah. I don't know. This guy's on full loss. I'm not really a fan of what he's doing here, but it's fine. Like he has something, but he doesn't want to say he has something. Bro. That's fine. Yeah, I have to do this properly now. I've got Alphen here. You see, that's the thing. You see now. I think I have to do it like this. Yeah. That's how we're gonna do it. You're gonna send that way, yeah. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna make this 5. And then we're gonna chain block this. We keep 1 and keep that in there. Yeah. So this is the way we're gonna do this. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not ideal, but this is what we're gonna do here. I think it'll be a duplicate, but it's fine. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. So it's not really optimal because there's a duplicate in there. So yeah, I think you can still add cards. If I'm not mistaken. I still add cards. That's fine. You'll play with less. I have 6, but I don't have 6 different names though. I have I have a duplicate in white. So I'm only unaffected. Yeah, it's like a half tower at the moment. Oh. Set 1? Branded. Of course it's branded. Yeah, you see, if I was having the full floodgate, this thing would not even be activatable. It's fine though. I have a ghost spell. What do you normal summon that? Why would he normal summon this? Interesting. Normal summons Fallen of White Dragon. Does even use the effect in the hand. I don't know. Okay. You see, look how many lines of play this guy has. It's like, it's crazy, man. This guy has so many lines of play. So it's just for branded fusion now. Super Poly, look at that. Super Poly. Ah, yeah. Okay. He had double. Dude. Double Super Poly. Yeah, that's why Super Poly's at 2, because look at this guy. He had literally just Super Polys in his hand. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's at 2 now, but it was at 3 before. It's not at 3, it's at 2. But it obviously does feel like it's at 3. But I mean, look at this guy. He had double plays. But yeah, very interesting enough, he just super polyed his own board. What is this guy? What is this guy doing, bro? What is this guy doing? Wolf. Appreciate it. This guy, he has triple Albaz. What? This guy had like the dream hand, bro. But what is this guy doing? He's just clicking all the buttons. You know, okay. Yeah, I don't understand this logic here. What is this guy, bro? Titanic Lad. He could have summoned this. He could have summoned Titanic Lad. He literally has the out for Magnus here. Dude, he's already used the effect of Fallen of White Dragon already. Oh boy. This guy is not reading, bro. This guy's not reading. He's not reading. He's just clicking buttons. He's literally just clicking buttons. And I'm not even full powered towers. I'm just having unaffected status and quick effect. That's it. What? Oh my goodness, bro. No. He summons another Fallen, but the Fallen has no effect. Huh? Is this guy good? Oh no, I feel like this guy's trolling, bro. This guy's trolling so hard, bro. Like, how is he playing a deck this good and yet he's playing so bad? Like, clearly this is not how you play a bad deck. Clearly not. Fire Brigade kit. Are you even playing the right kit? You're playing the, where is the other kit? The new support one. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, speaking of Maxi, late to the party, but welcome anyway. So weird. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I know. I don't even know, bro. Like, I'm so confused. Bro, what is this guy doing, bro? What is this guy doing? This guy is so confused, bro. Like, you're telling me this is like, oh my, he's destroying, dude. I'm literally lost, bro. I don't know what is going on here. This guy is so lost, dude. Imperm, what? You can't. Okay. You're not gonna negate anything because it's unaffected, bro. If you don't negate, you're not gonna negate the column. So am I gonna bother activating the? Gosh, bro. If you don't negate, you don't negate the column. What, dude? What am I seeing here, bro? Oh my goodness, bro. What am I seeing here? This guy just used Form of the Virtuous and Imperm for literally nothing, bro. Literally nothing. Oh boy, guys. I don't know. Obviously, you're going to be scooping. You have no clue what's going on, bro. You have no clue. The guy is unaffected, bro. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, and the guy's playing a very good deck, Branded, and look how he's playing. So bad, bro. Dude, that's the definition of pushing literally buttons. He wasted all his interruptions. He's playing a very good 60-card deck. But I don't understand how he's executing it so well. Look at that. Overframe cards, everything, but game awareness, Not even close, bro. Not even close. Yeah, sure, he might have built the deck well, but his game awareness is definitely not there. 100% not there. And you know what the funny thing is? I wasn't even fully having the towers effect. I wasn't even like having the ability to not let him add cards, and he still lost the game. He had Fua resolved, he still lost the game. How's that possible? How is that possible? Yeah, he didn't have a clue how to use those cards, bro. A clue. No, I don't accept that. That is definitely a sign of bad things, because yeah, he definitely doesn't know how to play the deck at all. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but then again, you see, and now I know this because I've been saying this every single time, but people don't believe me, and then there we go. You're seeing it on stream yourself. You can see the quality of players. There's a ranking system for a reason. It's not about the deck, it's about the player's skill expression. That is the main thing. Because I know guys who can not play this game for a long time, but when they come back in, they're locked in, they know what they're doing. Some guys just pick up good decks because, oh, it's the best thing, but then that's it. But clearly you saw what he drew, but he didn't know how to even utilize what he drew. He didn't know what to do here. Why do I have mini Marlin and blue layer? Oh, that's such a weird combination. Alright, let's do this. Let's get the normal summon out the way. See if he has Droll or not. And if he has Droll, I have all the hand traps. Well, not the hand traps, but I have cross out and everything, so still good. But yeah, that was definitely not executed very well, eh? For that branded player, definitely not. Because if it was any other branded player, they would have decimated. Or they would have tried to make sense of what was going on, but I mean, still, I've seen better. And I'm pretty sure he was just spamming a spreadsheet, I'm sure, because he's just clicking stuff. I'm like, bro, look at what's going on. There's a towers there. Focus on getting something that you can work with. Like the Titanic lad that was sent there, you could have used that to go over Magnus. No. You had Imperm. Okay, you can see, okay, when I want to use it, then do that. But no, he just... Bro is chilling, bro. He's just there. The out was literally in his graveyard, but he decided not to use it. It's the same why someone asked me earlier about why do I play cards like Ark Rebellion and those things, because of those type of things. Where now, when the situation comes up, that's where those cards come in. Natanika is only there because if you need to out something, you can out it. He literally had the out, he didn't do anything with it. He didn't do anything with it. Exactly, Bacon. Exactly that, and that's the problem. Because when certain decks just play itself, because the deck itself is gonna play, but now the person executing is different. It's like telling an AI, look, give me this, but then if you give it garbage, you're gonna feed out garbage. It's the same thing. If you don't give it clear instructions, it will not give out the best outcome, and that's the truth. Because anyone will tell you if they're building language models or whatever, you have to feed it correct information. You have to train it in such a way that it's going to be able to execute stuff in a way that you expect. Not now every time you have to make the same updates every single time. What's up, Trent? How's it going? Okay, now it looks like we're pretty good here. Nice little 8 material Magnus. Actually, it'd be actually more, but we'll see. Yeah, he doesn't have much. Yeah, you know, I'm actually gonna discard the force release. I don't think we need that right now. But yeah. Duplicates, that's why. You don't want to have duplicates because it's gonna summon another blue layer, or rather have blue layer in the deck for follow up. Because it was kind of awkward because you started with mini Marlin and blue layer, so I'll just start with blue layer. But yeah, remember we only played 2 blue layer in the deck, so you have to be conservative. Oh, more branded. Oh, here we go. More branded. Who clearly is not reading. Yeah, they're not reading also. Yeah, this time round, he can't add anything. So he can try, but this one can't add. The Despian Alibur can't add. Bro, you can't add. What are you doing? Now you can set what? The Fallen the Virtuous. That's fine. Okay. Because it is a branded card, though. You see? That's why and that's why you see they have to release cards like that, because they have to help the player to kind of see what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. Because without those, how are they playing the game? Look at that now. They don't even know like how to assess. Okay, look, there's a towers here. What should I be doing? Draw Swarm, okay. Coritis, okay. Let's see if he's reading. Let's see. Is he reading? Let's see. Nope. He's not reading. No. Let's see. No, let's do that. Now this card can summon an Albaz. And the Albaz will do nothing because why? I'm unaffected. Yeah. It's like, bro, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Sending a branded fusion that he won't even use next turn. Who thinks there's a next turn? There is no next turn because now I can go Canine combo and you're still losing the game. Anyway. Let's speaking of closing out the game, bro, Fallen the Virtuous is not going to do anything, mate. It's not going to do anything. Bro thinks there's another turn. There's no other turn. There's no next turn, mate. He's still targeting the Magnus. It is literally not going to do anything. Oh, okay, well. That's a branded fusion. And this is just a card that does nothing. So let's just clear that. You'll trigger Engrave. Then K9 cards are live. And then he still loses the game. Okay, and again, Alibro does nothing. You're just triggering K9 combo at this point now. Whatever is in your hand, I have a crossout for it. So at this point, you're dead. But guess what? I don't even need to do anything because I already win the game on the spot. You see, I already win the game. I don't even need to do K9 combo. I already win the game. Unless he has some other miracle card, which I don't think he has, but... Like, how many cards did he just waste there? That card is a quick effect negate. Which card? Which card? It's like a damage step negate, kind of. It's a damage step type negate. When it says damage step, it's like when a fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card. So it's by battle, or you destroy it, or you return it back, or it leaves the field, banish it, then yeah. But yeah, this is over. Like you said, Bacon, these guys are triggering you because they are playing so bad, and because it's just reading, bro. It's literally just that. It's not really good follow-up because that card can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn. So you either search or you negate. You can't use both in the same turn. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's good follow-up there. Because you had Branded Fusion set, but there was no next turn anyway. Trust me. Again, let's have a look at this. Okay, to be fair though, he's playing some cards that they're not really playing anymore because, like for example, the Fright for a package, Fright for a Patchwork and Edge Imp Chain and all that. That's a very old engine. That was like, you know, when the Despia days. Yeah. Before Branded was branded, Despia was the way to play it. You're playing 3 Alubra, then you know. You even playing Albaz the Ashen. Not even, yeah, I don't even know. But you see, it's branded. That's the thing about branded. They will make they can play so many engines, but some engines are optimal, some are not. And that's what an experienced branded player will tell you. Some versions are good, some are bad. It just depends on whether you are a beginner or a advanced player. Like for example, my Super Quan deck, it's not, some people don't understand it because they only know the simple deck, which is fine. But I've been playing this deck for a long time, so I know exactly what the deck needs. The same with Marincius. I'm very knowledgeable of what the deck does and what it needs. So my versions are always working because it fixes the deck's issues. Putting in more hand traps is not fixing the deck's issues. You understand? So, because hand traps is not for the deck, it's for the opponent. Oh, heroes. Ooh, they started with Denier though? Is that? Oh. Really? They're just gonna go with Darklow and that's it? No. Really? Is that? Oh. Okay, there we go. Well, we can start with Doomsy and break the board. This is why I like Doomsy. So Doomsy in the future is going to be great because of this. We can literally deal with Dark Law right now. Literally deal with it. And then we can play the game still because you got Mini Marlin, OTK the opponent, done. Yeah, this is like literally perfect. Here we go. Doomsday break. Let's draw ourselves. It's fine because it's re-sacrificing here. And yeah. A Dark Law no more. Yeah, now it's literally over now because I literally have OTK now. Literally over. Let me just get rid of thrust. I don't need that. It's literally over. Unless he has imperm. And if he has a hand trap and I use call by, then K9 is live. Gosh. Well, you see that I'm saying he still loses because in case of K9 is live, I go Izuna, I make Ripper, everything OTK, it's the same thing. But I'm not even gonna bother because it's like I still win either way. The call buy is just extra. Not that I need it though. I didn't need it. I didn't. Because I still had 2 lines of play. OTK with K9 or OTK with Super Coin. This is just the easy or the long version. Exactly. Scoop it up. Let's go. This game show wise call buy is good. Yeah and no. Because you can see it's actually quite if he was going first, it would have been quite strong, but obviously for going second. But yeah, you can see from his play. Because remember, you see, an experienced player will tell you when you start with Denier, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Yeah. Okay. We are gradually getting there. As you can see, we are cruising in gold. Only lost wait, there's a game? 2 games. Where's this other game coming from? But yeah. Only lost against this. Wait. Oh no, I was saying no, that wasn't a loss. Yeah, this was a loss. The branded guy that went first. If you didn't have K9, you would have passed. No, but if I didn't have the call by the grave, yes. But with the call by the grave, it gives me 2 lines of play. Because remember, what if I started with Case of K9 first and then Mini Marlin? Then it's still either way. I'm still gonna win either way because whether I start with Case of K9 first or Mini Marlin, you can't ash the same card. You can only ash 1 card. So either K9 route or that. So even without the call by the grave, it was still going to be fine because you only can ash 1 effect. Mini Marlin or Case for K9. So it's still game anyway, regardless of call by being there or not. Because remember, Doomsday dealt with the Dark Law. That's fine. Then I would have gone either Case of K9 or Mini Marlin. You can only ash 1 of them. You can't ash both. Yeah, of course. The game state simplified. So that's, again, helping to that also. But in that scenario there was 2 lines of play, whether the call buy was there or not. Ooh. Like here, this is a very good hand here. Very good hand. Oh, like you see, look at this. Beautiful. So now I can go like this now. Does he have max C? No. Yeah, now I can go. Okay. And remember, I still have my normal summon available, which I may or may not use. Does he have imperm? Nope. Okay, it's fine. And this is still draw phase, so I'm still good. This is still draw phase. Everything here is still draw phase. With chain link on, of course. Or toggle on, rather. Yep, the Ash, so K9 is live. So it's literally like insane what's happening right now. Yep, this is still draw phase. Still in the draw phase. Yeah. Still in the draw phase. The card he was ashing is the same effect. Look what's happening. Same thing. Because the hand was good. See, the thing is, the hand was good here. So you see, I'm doing all this play because the hand was good. So now, if he wants to draw, I've already counted him already with the draw already. Now I can go case for K. Now I can go K9 plays and then still have my Super Quan M board. Yeah. It's like literally fine at this point. Unless he has draw for some reason, we are literally covered still. Literally covered. Yeah, let's just go that. Izuna. Yeah. Now we can just make sure that we don't have any more hand traps. It's fine. That's actually fine. That's actually fine because if you're in the bureaus, we can still play the game. That's still fine. We're still good. We're still good, guys. Don't worry. We're still good. We are still good. Because I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Let's see. I knew that was gonna happen. And we have that available. Let's just see here. What's the play here? So we got Lupus available, so I can go for Lantern. Lantern can reborn, and then again the same thing. I don't think we need Alphen here. What can we search with Alphen? Maybe Bridge Withdrawal, maybe? So let me check. Ah, yes, we can. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, wait, why did I do that? Wait. Why did I? Oh, I searched. I banished Morna instead of the Doom Z. Oh, okay, no. Damn. Okay, now I messed it up now. Okay. Because I was supposed to search the level 3, which is level 3 Wind. So I kind of messed it up here for the Small World Bridge. That's it. Let me see. Yeah, because now I can't now go into the rank 3 and then go into Zayton afterwards. So now that's a mess up from my side. Because I don't have a normal available. If I had a normal available, then it's fine, but I don't have it. I don't know why I didn't select the Power Patron Doom, because you can't search a 3 that you're revealing. It must be a different attribute. Okay, no. A different level, sorry. So I'm searching for a 3, not a 1. Yeah, so I kind of messed up the Small World Bridge. Yeah, so it's fine. We'll just deal with it. It's fine. What are we gonna search for? I think what do we have in the grave? We have that. No, it's fine. Let's just go for. Yeah, let's just go for this. Yeah, so I kind of messed up the Small World Bridge because I was supposed to go search for level 3, not level 1. So I kind of messed up on that one. So it's fine. We'll just leave it at that. So that was the only part I messed up, the Small World, but otherwise I would have been full combo, literally full combo. Oh, branded. Oh no, it's not branded. What? Wait, is this branded? Yeah, it looks like branded, but it could be Dogmatica Pure. They don't... What? They don't play this. Let me see. I see. I don't have a... Okay, it is branded. Okay, no, it is branded. Yeah, it is branded. Yeah, so this one was on me. This one I messed up. Yeah, that wasn't anyone's fault. This was me. Yeah. But you can see the plays I had in draw phase. Plenty of plays. I could have obviously been more conservative, but I just want to showcase all the plays I could have done in the draw phase. Huh? Out of combo spreadsheet. No, but I'm just saying the draw phase, that's what you can do with that card in... wait, what? But I basically had the full play. Oh, he's playing Dogmatica, but not really playing Dogmatica. He's just playing a little branded package, yeah. Okay. Holding of our bad again. Oh. Okay. We won't survive this turn? Wow. Okay. So we don't die this turn. Very interesting. We don't survive. We do survive, actually. Surprisingly, we do. Okay. All right. No, that's actually not bad. Interesting enough. Yeah, we survive. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see, the danger of now mixing all these other non-Albaz engines is kind of weird. Well, it is Albaz, but the problem is Dogmatica doesn't really do stuff. Because it's like it kind of restricts you for that turn-ish. So you have to be like very careful on what you do and stuff. So wow, we surprisingly survived that. I don't know how we did that, but okay. We did anyway. Okay, there shouldn't be any other effects, so let us yeah. Let's try and get rid of that. Oh, what? Kashira Big Bang? Huh? What the? What's this guy on, bro? Okay. Let's make Magnus properly now. Mini Marlin again. Oh, okay. It's kind of whatever. Yeah, I think you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Let's just get this out the way. Is this combo? It's 40. It looks like 40-ish cards. Looks like it, yeah. I'm gonna go red. Red, gonna add back Zayton. Or maybe I can go for the OTK. Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because you can technically make a Magnus. Yeah. Graveyard Slop. Yeah, we can actually. Okay. I think yeah, we can just go straight for the field spell. To get more materials, why not? Okay. Wait, did I just loot? Oh, jeez, no, what did I? Oh, no. No, why did I do that? Oh, no, that's dumb. No, why did I discard, bro? Oh, that's so bad. Why did I do that, bro? I was supposed to just summon Magnus straight away. Wait, why did I do that? Yeah, you see, that's you see, I'm literally just throwing the game away now. Yeah, this is a quick effect. It will do something. Yeah. You see, I was trying to avoid that. Damn it, bro. He's gonna go. You see, I could have made Magnus. Oh, dude. This is so bad. Yeah, you see, because now I could have just gone straight to Magnus instead of. What? Dude, I could have. Oh, damn it. Could have gone into. Gone into Magnus and actually win this game early. Because now I can negate the field spell. Yeah, I'm literally just screwing this game up, bro. Wow. He doesn't go for the. He doesn't go for the. Daniel, what's up? Dude, I'm literally throwing this game away, bro. Like, I could have gone for Magnus. I don't know why I selected the first effect. I could have gone for the second one. I could have made Magnus and actually OTK this guy. Oh, damn. Because I could have literally just attacked, and then would have gone for game there. Yeah, so two misplays in this duel, but it's fine. You see, we are still carrying on. We're not. It's not gonna slow us down. Yeah, it's not gonna slow us down. It's not going to slow us down. Let's get rid of these Albaz monsters. I'm clicking too fast. That's because my mind is like, I know what I want to do, but then the mouse is saying, "Hey, double click." Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If I throw away this game, it's my fault because I'm literally like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. That's just normal summon anyway. No effect? What? Impulsive rank 12? Yeah, it's unaffected beast. Wait. That's it? Battle fix. What? Oh. Wait, what am I searching for? Oh, the spell. Oh. Searching for this spell. Useless spell. Yeah, I'm literally not. Yeah, I want to kind of spin the... Ah, no, come on, bro. Don't do me like that. Yeah, no, I need to get materials back. Especially the blue layers. What is this card again? I don't care what it is, it's fine. Let's get rid of it. All right, 1, 2, 3. So he has no other plays. Oh, perfect, Zayton. Okay, now we're in this now. We're back in business. We are back in business. Yeah, no, we should be fine now. Yeah, we should be fine. I hope so. I don't know. Yeah, that's not. You shouldn't have any other plays. Yeah, no, we actually good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we are definitely good. Yeah, let me just send green. I don't think we need that anymore. It's some more damage. More damage. And we know we should be fine now. Maybe get an extra draw, I don't know, but let's see. We still have a normal available. Yeah, definitely get this black, the quick play. No, I'm not tributing Magnus, no way. That's my showstopper right there. Ah, Nibiru. Kind of useless right now. Do I spin back a card? No, I'll leave it like that. Let's go battle phase. Some crash 3 times, get max damage. I mean, it should be game. Even though he's in defense, I can get piercing damage. So it should be fine. Let's just get some damage in here. This should be game. Oh yeah, this is 100% game, yeah. Yeah, this should be game. Wait, oh, is it game? Wait a second. Oh, let me just check. Okay, maybe it's not game, but let's just see. 1.8 and yeah, it's game. Yeah, this is game. 100 life points, just a little bit. Because I'm like the difference in attack points. Yeah, 3, 6, and 1, 8. Yeah, so it does do would have been over long time ago, but I just messed up. So you see, even though I misplayed, still had many lines of play to do. So I'm literally fine with that. So was that branded? I think that was more Dogmatica than branded, eh? I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is more Dogmatica than branded, I would say. You should reach. You should play Albaz. I don't need to play Albaz. I don't see reason to play Albaz. I don't need Albaz to win games. Because everyone's playing for the Virtuous, just for the fact, okay, I can non-target or I can target a card, destroy a card in the field. That's it. But that's it. If you're not playing branded itself, that's all it's good for. So, ooh, yeah, Albaz is meta, yeah. But am I playing meta? No, I'm not playing meta, so it doesn't apply to me. Oh, this hand is not great. Open 2 of the traps. That's not ideal. And I still got my anti-draw, so I think we're gonna still draw 2. It looks like Orcus, but I don't know. Yeah. That's fine, bro. I've always not been the standard when I'm playing my decks, and I still do better than half the people that actually do well. Just saying. I mean, look, we're literally cruising in gold here. Playing branded, literally decimating them. But did you see the story of Albaz that Konami did? Yeah, I did. I did see it. I did see it. But I mean, we all know. Okay, another branded player. Like, what is going on? So many branded players in gold. Like, literally, I think we've only faced branded more than any other deck today. Like, literally in this session. And very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of done dueling now, because I think we can pick it up tomorrow or something. If you guys got replays, let's look at them. Because I mean, gold, like I said, we'll literally be in plat by tomorrow, so definitely that's not going to be a problem for getting into plat. That's why they hit Super Poly, because you can make Mirror Jet. Actually, no, it's just a very good board breaker. And remember, it's actually kind of good all around, because Kill Tune was very good against Kill Tune, good against Radiant, good against most decks, because people are just spamming at least 2 monsters on field, so they can clear the board. But yeah. Canine Werewolf. Yeah. OG Canine Werewolf. Very, very nice card. I like the design of the card. I like it very nicely. Mr. Rogers, yeah. Honest question: why do branded players not utilize branded in red and quick plays the most? So remember, and I think I said this on some of the deck lists that we looked at already. So remember, like I said, the evolution of branded. If you look at from where it started versus where it's going, you can see. Right, like you see this player here, for example, right? They are playing the new cards. However, they are playing some of the old cards. Because, for example, no one's playing Dramaturge anymore, because it's not a card that actually, in the current meta, actually does anything. Because when you're playing cards that actually have an impact, like this card doesn't have an impact anymore compared to back in the day, it did. The same thing with, oh, is this the new for release? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. So now the same thing with Brandon and Red. Brandon and Red was good because obviously you're playing a more Despia heavy engine versus a heavy branded engine. But of course, branded over time has evolved, right? So a lot of the cards, especially with the newer support now, you don't really need to rely on those cards anymore, because it doesn't give you that flexibility, but rather a card like High Spirits, whereas before it was a bad card, but now because of the fact that you can search a Form of Albaz, which is the Form of White Dragon, this card actually becomes important now in the deck today. So as decks evolve, certain cards become bad or good overnight. So even now, who would have thought Dogmatica Ecclesia is being played in branded, just to get access to more ways to have access to Fallen of the White Dragon. So that's kind of like the main thing now with the new support. Now it's changed the direction of how the deck is played. So that's when the support's actually good, because you don't have to rely on old cards that was doing the same thing. Because Brandon and Red was doing what? Fusing a monster, but guess what? There's so many monsters now that can fuse. You have Blazing Cartesia, you have Quem that can reborn a fusion, you have so many other cards that you can do, and now the combo lines are very different now. So even branded fusion, you don't need to resolve branded fusion anymore. That's how advanced the combos have become now, because before the new support, branded fusion was just the main card that you had to stop. But now you actually want to stop a card like Brandon and High Spirits, because that actually does more for the deck than actually Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion is more like a plan B now, or even yet a plan C. But of course, you will still want to activate Branded Fusion still, but your main play is, if I have Form of the White Dragon, that is still full combo anyway, because on the opponent's turn, I'm doing all the fusing. Anyway. So that's how, you know, if a deck evolves over time, you obviously have to play, you know, in a different way. And I think some people, like you can see, this guy's playing 2 Brandon in red. I think that's too much. You're playing 2 Quem, that's too much. Because some cards you don't need to see multiple copies of, because Quem at 3 doesn't do much. But Cartesia at 3 maybe does something. Obviously, OG Albaz, you can only play 1 because you're playing 2 of the Fallen. Fallen of White Dragon is better. But you see, even the ratios. Illusion Gate, obviously, that's a board breaker. We don't count that. We're talking about the core branded engine. Even then, if you're just playing cards, you have to understand why you're playing those cards. Because even now, you think branded now is playing Despian Strategy? No, they're not playing Despian Strategy because it's not a viable card. Because there are just better cards out there and do the same thing. That's all. But again, if you're new to the deck, of course, the guidance is always learn the deck to its full potential, understand the ins and outs, and then you realize for yourself, hey, this actually is not good to be running at 3. Like, take Superquant for example. If you, I've said it many times, but you see, a card like Green Layer, you would think, oh, I need to play this card at 3 because on summon, it summons a Superquant from your hand. Yes, on paper, it's good, but the problem is, on its own, it doesn't do anything. So it's not a card I want to be seeing at 3. A card I want to be seeing at 1. Because at the most, it's a card you don't want to be drawing or seeing in your opening hand. But guess what? You're going to see it anyway. The same thing with White Layer. The same thing with Black Layer. It's nothing wrong playing with them at 3. But the thing is now, you must bump up the ratios for your Superquant names, because if you're going to play these cards at 3, you need to bump up the names for your Superquants, because especially for Black Layer, you want to see more Superquant names. So it makes sense to run 3 copies, and in doing so, run more copies in the other ratios. But luckily, in a format like Genesis, you can play all the Superquant cards at 3, because your core engine obviously is still needed. But in the advanced format, you have to now balance the fact, okay, you're playing different engines and so on. So ideally, yes, you're still playing Superquant, but the bridge to get there is always important. Yeah. Wait. The red could have been Illusion Gate, so why play it? You're talking about the Brandon in red? Or you're saying Italy? Yeah, E-Teleport is here because it actually supplements a additional copy of Blue Layer. Because remember, Blue Layer is a normal summon, but ideally you don't want to rely on the normal summon, because you can do full combo with 1 E-Tele, and you can do other plays for like K9 or other things. So if you can see, okay, based on your hand, you have flexibility, especially if you're going second, you can kind of bait your opponent with other things, and then you can just go with E-Tele for normal things. So you want to play max copies of this, because this is basically preferred, which if you had a choice between special summoning and normal summoning, remember, there's no limitation on how many times you can special, but there's a limitation on how many times you can normal summon. So if you had to do the ratios, you want to minimize the number of normal summons in the deck and rely on the special summon. So even a card like Mini Marlin, it's also the same thing. If you don't want to play, because Mini Marlin and E-Tele do the same thing, but Mini Marlin is just the main deck monster for it, but it does the same purpose, more copies of Blue Layer. So in turn, you don't have to play 3 copies of Blue Layer anymore. You just have to play 2, just to have 2 in rotation, and then you can always reshuffle them back later on. But ideally, it's good to have both because it gives you flexibility. So going back to the point of having Green Layer at 1, on paper it's fine, but in reality you don't want to see multiple copies of this, because if you play Supercon for the first time, yes, it's fine to play 2 copies of green or whatever, but if you want to play like more on a competitive level, or if you go to higher ranks, you'll realize this card is not that strong. And if you see two of this, yes, you can summon another copy of itself, that's fine. But what else do you do? This card is only good with a Alphen, it's good with a Zayton, and even then Zayton, you're not summoning it with this effect, you're using its own effect to summon it. This is good with a white layer, this is good with a black layer, because at least they have something to work by. If you see green layer with red, that's actually not good because you don't do anything there. And then obviously green and blue is okay, but then why would you start with green? Just start with blue anyway. Even if it gets negated, it's fine. But you see, when you're learning a deck, you have to obviously now see how you can adapt to the strengths and weaknesses. That's what I'm saying now. Even with Marincess now, you can see every time now I see something new, I've already identified, okay, what's good, what's not good. So now with this Umi stuff, like I'm saying, it is very good because it's actually slowly but surely fixing the deck's issues, and now I can actually play it in the current formats right now. Because if everyone else is getting nice updates, at least now I can still play my decks that are still, you know, that I like, and I can still update them and play them regularly. So same with this deck as well. This deck might not be the same you see it right now, because obviously once we get new support in the form of other new cards, then it can actually be a thing. But I can tell you now for sure, Marincess is definitely gonna be a lot more better with the Umi combos, because it makes the combos a lot more crazier, and we actually have an actual play into, like, you know, Nibiru and those things. Like literally we have an actual play, and if not, we have a Master Negate ready, we have the trap ready, you have Umi live, you have all those other things. So it's like your combos now are crazy now, and everything bridges to each other, which is, like I'm saying, it's like perfect synergy. So I'll show you guys that definitely later. What they, and again, the evolution of Marincess. So it's like you can see from the first deck list I had till now, guys can see the evolution of how I've been optimizing the deck. And obviously I've been saying that the best version right now is Mermail, but now Mermail Umi is the best way to play it, because you see, we're adapting. That's how you know that you are definitely working on something, because you are optimizing your deck as and when new stuff comes out. So I'm glad that finally Umi support actually is relevant in the meta, and it can compete, and it actually again fixes not only the issues for going first, but especially for going second. It has inherent board breaking potential, and that's it. Yeah, Umi. So Umi got new support announced for the new set coming up in the OCG, and it's actually very, very good cards that are announced there. All right, Bacon, which one is it? You said the first one is what? Let me see. Let me go back here. Bottom one is education only. Which education only? Okay. Maybe I saw this before. If you say it's education only, maybe I saw it before. But which one do you want me to actually see? Is it this one here? The trial duel, the one of... Oh wait, I think I saw this already. The trial duel, is that the one that is the Skull Invitation? Or not? That's crazy. The deck was already busted. Diva's GG. Actually, you don't even need Deep Sea Diva. You don't need Deep Sea Diva, because it's actually based on the Levia Dragon Daedalus and Neo Dragon Daedalus, or whatever. That remember that structure deck that was released a long time ago? Yeah, that now basically is the Umi that we're talking about, not that other, not necessarily Deep Sea Diva, but actual Umi cards that monsters are treated as Umi, and they actually have good effects. They have good searching potential. They have all those things. But yeah. Okay, Bacon, we're gonna look at this. and see what happened here. One turn. Rage of the Abyss. No, it's it's an old structure deck, eh? Rage of the Abyss is a recent set, but I'll open it up after this, just to remind you, if you haven't seen. Okay, Bacon, what is this hand, bro? This is like a drawing for your entire deck, Exodia type thing. What are you doing here? Vision, draw. Oh, what? Are you playing? Oh, it's not Jackpot 7. You're just playing. Okay. What? Wait. Mimigo? What are you doing here? Okay. They say what now? Okay, are you even playing monsters, bro? I don't think you're even playing monsters. Oh, okay, there. Okay, no. Okay, wait, I have to pause this. What is going on here? Okay, so what is the effect of this card? So Morphing Draw number 2 says shuffle all monsters on the field into the deck, then you activate cards until they activate the same number of monsters they shuffled into the main deck. Spirit Summon all activated level 4 or lower monsters and face down. Bro, what? You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh, there is the Jackpot 7. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're playing Jackpot 7, so you're trying to do the win con? Okay. And where's the third one? Okay. Okay, vanish. Vanish. And that should be game, right? Yeah, that's game. Because everything got... okay, so you actually got the Jackpot 7 win con. So, okay, look. If you pulled it off, you pulled it off, because this is quite rare. Wow. And it was, wow. Okay, that's actually quite interesting. Whoa. Okay. So there we go. Someone has achieved the Jackpot 7 FTK. Well done. Well, it's not even FTK. It's actually a win con, actually. Because FTKs actually involve comboing. This is like a actual win condition in the game, not like a thing you have to like, okay, you're burning life points or whatever. It's actually a hard win condition. Oh, okay. So it's only like 2 monsters. Wait, let's have a look at this. Oh, you're playing Sky Striker? Oh, it makes sense. Oh, so you're only playing 3 monsters. Oh, it makes sense now, because like your whole deck is basically spells. Yeah, okay. Good. Just 10 win condition mechanics. So yeah, let's just recap for Daniel here, because he's not sure what Umi we're talking about here. So let me just open it up here. Because I don't know which stream was that. There was a stream I spoke about the cards, but I don't know which one exactly it was. But I just want to open it up again so you can see. So if you look at the current Umi, and I go by water, right? So if you look at Umi. So do you remember these cards? Ocean Dragon Lord, Neo Daedalus, and Levia Dragon Daedalus. These are the OG Umi cards that were used when you say, okay, you're playing with Umi. These were the cards that you were using. But now, they've actually made retrains of these. And they got a full-on archetype of this. So now if I go by not released, you can see they released new cards. So 2 new Link monsters based on them. So you see there's the evolution of the Ocean Dragon Lord, and then these are the new Umi support cards. This is the upgrade of the Warrior of Atlantis. this is not the general now, so he's upgraded now to a general. And then this is the new Levia Dragon. This is Leviathan now of Atlantis now, Daedalus. And then this is now the normal summon of the deck, I would say, or whatever, the Fiendish Vortex. And then yeah, very, very good, very good cards. And also they got a new field spell, which is kind of crazy because it reduces all level monsters by 1. And it can make these monsters, you see this Link 4 and the Link 3? It can make it a Link 3 to summon, because you see it says four monsters, you actually need 3. And then this Link 3 actually needs 3 water monsters, but actually needs 2, because the field spell says if you link summon a Daedalus monster, you can reduce the material requirement by 1. So it's kind of insane. Yeah. So a Link 3 is a Link 2, but remember, it's still a Link 3, and this is still a Link 4, but you can summon it with 1 less material, so it's kind of insane. And then this trap card is like basically a solemn warning, but for this deck, if you control the field spell. And if you control a water link monster, you can destroy all non-water monsters on the field. So it's actually quite a good board breaker as well. And can also in the graveyard banish itself and then send a face-up Umi. And then target a face-up monster your opponent controls, just send it to the graveyard. So all these cards that I'm mentioning here, like you can see all these cards, the Fiendish Vortex, the General, the Leviathan, and the Monstrous Arms, they're all treated as Umi while in the Monster Zone. So remember in the past, back in the day, there were only like, there was obviously the OG Umi field spell, there was only 1. But now all these cards are treated as Umi, so you can literally send them for cost, which is even nice. And even this continuous spell, it's also treated as Umi as well. But guess what? It's not just these cards also. Any other spell trap that's also considered to be Umi, like for example, this Sea Stealth 2, if you're playing Umi control first, this is also Umi as well. So it's actually quite nice. There. Yeah. Show him the new overframe. No, but you didn't ask for the overframe. You asked about the Umi card, so I'm not going to show him the overframe. You can go back and see if he wants to look at the discussion on of those cards, but just on the Umi itself. So you can obviously play this one, but you don't need to play this anymore because it's kind of like its own thing. This Umi, it's quite different because obviously there's other Umi cards, but like you see, this one is Umi. There's also Umi. The Pacifist card is also Umi. The Megalancia is also Umi. The Pacifist is a Umi, but this is now its own new Umi. And yeah, very excited for water decks in general because all the water decks can benefit from this. And especially for a deck like Marincess, where it definitely needs all the help because it kind of still relies on normal summoning in 2026, but you can kind of play around that now with the new Umi support. So your worst case scenario, two water monsters is basically full Umi combo. That's our new Link 2, essentially. So why does Mushroom show at Umi? Where is that? Oh, because it's just because I put in the text Umi. So anything that mentions Umi in this text, it's also like you see, this one is mentioning while Umi is on the field. This one you see in the text is saying humid. So obviously Umi is humid, so it's mentioning that. So anything that mentions Umi in the text is going to be mentioned. So even these other cards, like you see this Sweet Marjoram, it doesn't even mention Umi, but it does in its text. So yeah, it's just the way the site is designed. It doesn't like let you say, okay, oh, I hard code Umi, then it still filters out. No, you have to like be very. That's why if I go by water monsters, then it filters out obviously all the water Umi monsters and so on and so forth. But if you mention the card text, like for example, if I say IS. Or if I say a card that basically filters by the same text, it will mention if I say hand, for example. You see, a lot of these cards would say hand. So any card that mentions the hand the text hand or the word hand will be everywhere. So it's just how the filtering works. I don't know. Maybe we need to make a new site that actually has a proper filter. But yeah, that's pretty much the new Umi stuff. So I've already cooked up a deck list already. I've been playing some games, so I definitely I'm just waiting for others, maybe some other support cards in the set. If not, then I'll start showcasing some combos in the future. But definitely we are back. We are definitely back with the Umi stuff. Let me see a replay. No, not right now. Not right now. Because the replays I have, they're not really like educational ones. Because when I show replays, it's more for like I like to show going second replays, because going first is like for a combo video. But we want to see the actual interactions actually going second, because those cards actually have good board breaking capabilities, because they have inherent board breaking type effects. So, but yeah, just like how Mermail was cooking sharks, same now. Marincess also now can get a boost with the Umi stuff, so I can play all three of them together, which is very good, because we're locked into water monsters anyway, so we don't really play any other attribute apart from hand traps, of course. But even then, you don't even play a lot of hand traps anyway in that deck. So those branded players can win going first if you think about it. Yeah, they can. They can. Because branded has a very good setup, because even they're doing not much going first, they're doing more on your turn, which is what makes the deck very good. But even now, even with Marincess now again, we don't just have a Link 4 with Wave. Now we have other things to kind of, make the opponent think now, hey, okay, we could obviously now they're summoning all of this and all of that. So yeah, good times. But when that stuff's going to come through? Only next year. Can you believe it? That's a long time. So we have to wait for that support. But luckily we get to play it early, so not gonna lie, I believe Yu-Gi-Oh is not that unfair going second. It's just Master Duel being easy to follow combo. No, the thing is, because Master Duel is best of one, it at least in the TCG and OCG, you can kind of prepare a side deck for the meta and say, okay, depending on the meta, I can switch out cards. But in Master Duel, you don't have that luxury, unless you're in a tournament where you can say, okay, now we're in a like you remember, I don't know if you were there when I was in the Meta Weekly, not the Meta Weekly, but the Meta Championship Series. There was a side deck, so it kind of gave you the luxury of saying, okay, no, I can take out cards that I don't want to see going first, and I don't want to see going second. So it kind of alleviates the thing of, oh, now I'm not prepared, because you obviously prepare your side deck in line with the current meta. So if you don't have a good side deck, it means you didn't actually prepare for the current meta. But in best of one, there's nothing like that. It's either you have something or you don't have it. Not really, but I'm interested to seeing what number is stream. Or you not remember the title? What title? What number? What do you mean? What do you mean the number? What number is stream? Like the number of people, or what? Yeah, I number the stream to look at like how many, like almost like it's almost like a series, the Master Duel live series. So you can see how many episodes we've had. Yeah, 257. Yeah, so it's quite a lot, eh? That's a lot of streams, considering I only started streaming maybe 2 years ago. It's not that bad, actually. Not that bad. And what number was the tournament you played with side deck? I think that was Meta Championship. Okay, let me just double check. Let me just go on my Discord here quickly, because I actually do have the thing. Let me just check what number that is. Let me see, what meta championship was that? Oh no, man, I don't know what is this thing now, because they kind of remove it very quickly. So I don't know. Actually, no, Daniel. The thing is, that's based on number of streams. So obviously, if it was based on, remember, there's 52 weeks in a year. So if you stream once a week, that's 52 streams. But obviously, you can stream 3 or 4 times in a week. So realistically, we can get to 420 quite fast. But it obviously depends on me. But I'm not a full-time streamer, so. Because nowadays hardcore streaming isn't really the way going forward now. It's like you have to be very smart about it, because streaming every day doesn't actually equal, like, I don't know if you noticed the trend, but you'll notice it's like you have to stream like not like every day. But back in the day you had to, because obviously there was a very small niche, but now everybody's streaming now. So it's like, so what do you do that everyone else doesn't do? That's kind of the thing. No, I don't know. What is this championship series now? I totally forgot. I don't even know. It's such a long time. It's not a long time, but I mean, I think it was what new pack came out? Can anyone remember at that time what pack was that? Because I don't remember. Because we got so many requests for that at the time, and it was like a long time ago. Unless you check on masterduel meta, that's the only way to check the actual series when it came out. But that was, I think, last year sometime. No, it wasn't last year. Was this year? Something came out, but I can't remember what was it. But it was definitely. Was it Draco Tail? Couldn't have been Draco Tail, but I don't know. Some meta deck. Whenever a meta relevant deck comes out, then that's when they have a meta championship series. So I don't know if it was Draco Tail. I don't know. Maybe it was when the anniversary came, and the February was around. The anniversary was. Oh no! Oh yeah, it was anniversary time, because that was when K9 came out and Vanquish Soul and all that. So that was definitely the MCS for the anniversary, because I remember there was a stream on the anniversary, and then there was a meta weekly and a meta weekly championship that weekend. So yeah, there was 2. So it was around that time, Bacon. I remember now. So it was around the time of the anniversary, which was around February. Yeah. So I don't think you were there at the time. I think Pyro G was, because I think I think he also joined my stream around, because I had a big stream on the anniversary day for K9 release and everything. I think we had a pretty good viewership that day, so I think a lot of the guys stayed around since then, the new guys from there. But I think that stream got like a lot of, I think, 1,000 views or whatever, which was quite high. But yeah, I know that day was like insane, because that was like a nice 6-hour stream, like on the pack release day. That was when K9 came out, and we were just dominating on ladder, like literally dominating. Yeah, I was literally schooling. I was literally like, and the thing is, obviously before that, I was obviously building up the hype and everything, but that day was just crazy. Just how everything turned out pretty well, and you see, because of that, now look, from there we got back-to-back tops. We got top 8. We got top 8 when Killtune came out. Top 8 when Killtune came out, and we got back-to-back still in the Killtune meta. So that's pretty impressive. We were very close last time around, but we're definitely getting there. So I guess I've already achieved Marince's top 8. I've got a Super Quan top 8. All we're missing now is a top 4. That's all we're missing. But we already achieved a lot with our decks already, and we'll just keep evolving again. If there's new decks coming out, we'll definitely see if we can try and push them to do that. But yeah, like I said, until there's a major new engine that comes around, I think we'll keep it like this for now. We're gonna snatch that card in your hand or banish. Got two effects: either banish, or if it's on your turn, banishing 2 cards, one from your field or graveyard, or graveyard, or if it's your opponent's turn, look at their hand and snipe. So yeah, okay, I think we've been at it for quite a bit. I do appreciate everyone for sticking by. It was a pretty short but relatively fast stream. I mean, we started out pretty comfortably in the ranks. I mean, we're going pretty fast in the ranks. Hopefully we get to plat tomorrow, and then obviously then just like any other grind, we'll do that. But you see, if I just sit and I stream and I play this game like this, you see how we're playing a lot of brand new players and whatever, if we just play like this, we'll literally be fine. And since Kill Tune is not really in the favor right now because obviously the new ban list got implemented, then we'll see what next week holds, because when Harmonia comes in, Mitsurugi is probably going to be in the mix again. Kill Tune is going to get a little bit better because they obviously got a new hand trap. So even though they lost a copy of Mix, a copy of Rico, 2 copies of Rotary, they basically got 3 copies of Harmonia, essentially. So that's kind of like, in a way, replacing it. So even though they lost cards, they're going to gain cards, yeah. They got hit, yeah. So let's look at that. Where is that ban list? So here's the ban list. So you see, this is the ban list that they announced. So you see Rotary to 1. So they lost 2 cards, 2 Rotary cards, and they lost 1 Rico and 1 Mix. Also, Super Poly went from 3 to 2, which obviously means, so it means that Predator Plant was coming because they were kind of like doing that. Yeah. And then Hyper Liberian also, which is random. But obviously now, because of this, Harmonia is coming, so it's gonna kind of replace 1 Mix, 1 Rico, 1 Rotary. Because the other card I have as a flex spot. Super Poly hurt me. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Super Poly was a very versatile card because it wasn't just good in like fusion decks. Even Killtune to some extent was also kind of using it, but yeah, it was very strong for fusion decks. Synchro Exodia is real? Yeah, it's real. You said there's a new ban list. What new ban list? The one that on July 1st, there's another ban list? I don't know. Oh, this one? Wait, another ban list? Then why is it not on the Master Meta side? Okay, let's have a look. What? Instant fusion? Oh, what? Really? Okay. So I know why they're bringing back this card. Because they want to promote, number 1, 2 things. Oh, no, actually, no. Yeah, they want to promote 2 things. Number 1, Predator Plant. Now, you're probably thinking, which card are they talking about there? It's not Tillerman. Tillerman is not the reason. If you look at, let's go look at this. Predator Plant has a level 5 fusion. Predator Plant. So you see, this level 5, the Amblomades, it's a instant fusion target because why? It's a level 5. So this is kind of a 1-card combo for Predator Plants because you can tribute itself and then summon a Predator Plant monster from the deck. So it kind of makes sense that they want to promote, you know, the wait, oh, gosh, ban cards. It kind of makes sense. Yeah. But is it considered fusion summon? Yes, it is. It is. It is. So you see, instant fusion says pay 1,000 life points, spare summon a level 5 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack, but it's destroyed during the end phase. You don't care about that because the effect is not negated. This is treated as a fusion summon. So this was actually very good back in the day because of Tillerman. Tillerman Kitkalos is a level 5. So you see Merly, if you look at Kitkalos, it's a level 5. So now Tillerman also now gets a boost indirectly because of instant fusion now. And the reason why it was banned was because of Tillerman. How crazy is that? Yeah, I don't know if it's a mistake, but yeah. But it's not for Tillerman, guys. It's actually for the fact that predator plants are coming. So they want to promote predator plants being actually viable because and also I think for the future, because remember in the OCG and the TCG, this card's at 1. So there's actually cards in the future that are level 5 or lower fusions, like Hero, for example, the Clay Guardman or the Clay Guardman or whatever. That's a very good combo for Hero. 1-card combo again. So other decks in the future might benefit from instant fusion. So instead of just keeping on the ban list, like, okay, let's just bring it back to 1. But of course they can always reverse it. But it was mainly for Tillerman. So let's see if that's a wise mistake. So that's it. So there's the 2 reasons. Because 1, they are promoting predator plant support because there's a level 5 that obviously they can summon with that card instead of now 2 predator plant monsters. And number 2, it's for future support on the horizon. So yeah, that's why they are bringing that card out. Blue Eyes? Nah, they don't have a level 5 or lower fusion. I don't know. Blue Eyes? Isn't that a ritual monster? That's a ritual monster, is that not? Wait. Hold up. Paladin of Storm Dragon, Photon. Yeah, Paladin of White Dragon is a ritual monster, so it's not a fusion. Doesn't count. And even then, this is a very old school card. I mean, no one's really playing Paladin of White cards or Paladin of whatever card, Photon or Storm or whatever. No one's playing these cards anymore. So yeah. The fusion. Wait, but search fusion and levels 1 to 5, yeah. Okay, let's see the targets for it. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we say fusion. Let's see the targets. So window. Window's a target. Crazy. Master of Ham. No, that's not a good card. Intis. You can actually summon Intis because it's a fusion. Magistus Chorizo. Yeah, 7 base. There we go. Chorizo is actually a target. Runic can actually play this. Oh, Millennium Eyes Restrict. This is a very good card for a instant fusion target. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Watch out for this card. This card might be playable. And remember, this can be played in the Exodia deck because it's a Millennium card. So it will stay on the field, even though it's not necessarily a Millennium card in the archetype, but it's Millennium by name, which is kind of stupid because the effect says all cards except Millennium monsters, and this is a Millennium monster. Crazy. But it has nothing to do with Exodia. So it's either Millennium Eyes Restrict or 1,000 Eyes Restrict. Even Killtoon can use this because Sea Monster of Theseus, the one that's using for Super Poly, is also a tuner, level 5. So very practical for them also to get access to that. Gem Knight Seraphonite is also an option. So maybe there's a world where you want to have an additional normal summon, you can run Seraphonite, but really an extra deck slot, really, is that really necessary? For those Cyber Dragon players, you can summon Chimera Tech. I skip Prank Kids. Where's Prank Kids now? Where's Prank Kids? Oh, it's in my unlisted section. Where's Prank Kids? Six Samurai? No one cares about Six Samurai. Oh, this Prank Kids? What about this Prank Kids? No one's playing Prank Kids. No one's gonna care about this card. And even then, Prank Kids is not good because why? They're only good with the Adventurer engine, and no one's playing the Adventurer engine in 2026. No one. It's just not as strong compared to other things. Time Wizard of Tomorrow? Not really, given the new Time Wizard stuff came out. Again, Predaplant, Tilament, very good for Tilament, very good. They've just getting a new card there. Runic. Oh, Ninjas. Yagamaru. Interesting. Bee Trooper. Fighting Flame Dragon. Flame Swordman. So Flame, the Warrior combo fire deck. Actually pretty good support for them. You can summon Mood Dragon. But why would you do that? Because you can just super party the target anyway. Thousand Eyes Restrict is also pretty good if you can't get access to Millennium Eyes. Infernoid. Level 1. Now the thing is, trust me, if Instant Fusion has good targets, then yeah, it actually comes good. You can't summon Garura? No. Wait, you can. No, it's a level 6. It's a level 6. You can't summon Garura, no. Level 5 or lower. You can summon the OG Flame Swordsman, Gem Knights, E-Hero. I'm just going to take the notable cards, because obviously there's a lot of them, but not all of them are relevant. Hey, you can summon a free tuner. The Alvain is a free tuner if you want to summon it. For Shark decks, Deep Sea Shark, 5. For Thunder Dragon, the Kanamari attack, they like summoning this and they make a Colossus on top of this. So it's quite easy to go over that. And then also the Rare Fish. Where's the Rare Fish? Fusion, level 4. Good for Xyz summoning. So I know if Instant Fusion, Ready Fusion, they were playing that. Let me just see. Yeah, I think that's like all the major stuff. Now it's not going to be a problem because again, I think the power creep is just like real. Because at that time, Instant Fusion was like very broken, and yeah, there were not a lot of decks that can actually like do a lot of things. But yeah, there actually are not really a lot of targets, but obviously there are good ones. But yeah, it's not like super amazing to splash in every deck. But yeah. But let me just check something. Ready Fusion. Because this card is also... No, but okay, so this one is actually not as good because this is the same thing as Instant Fusion, but the difference is it's a level 6 or lower non-effect. So it's not like everything. Yeah. But I'm saying, for any deck that has level 6 or lower fusions, oh no, level 5 or lower fusions, then it can be useful. That's all I'm gonna say. So Tilament, yeah. Thunder Dragon, yes. Predaplant, 100%, yes. Heroes in the Future, yes. And any other thing that has to do. Could it summon at level 6? No, only level 5. Level 5 or lower. Level 5 or lower. So even for Killtoon can use that Sea Monster of Theseus in their combo. Technically, but not really. But it's a tuner nonetheless, so they can use it for an early access to Zalin, and that's it. If they really want to be extra, but Fairy Tail will do the fusion either way. Now look, the instant fusion is supposed to be, it's either a starter or an extender, depending on how you use it. But for most cases, it's a starter. For Predator Plant, it's a starter. For Tilament, it's definitely a starter. Because remember, it's treated as a fusion summon. So even though you didn't actually summon it hard fuse, it still counts. So even if you send it to the grave, you can reborn it back. That's the broken part about it. So yeah, but we'll see how impactful it will be. So yeah, okay guys, that's all from me. So I'm done for today, but again, we'll see later on. We'll see tomorrow how it goes. We'll see if we can stream some more games, and then yeah, maybe play some different games once we get to Plat, maybe, because like I did say I'll be traveling next week, so I won't have time to play the game as much. Oh, yeah. But yeah, thanks for sticking by, and obviously for all the new guys that have joined today. Appreciate you guys for sticking through. Hope you can be on the stream more often. And yeah, definitely you should try schedule one. Schedule what, Bacon? Another stream. Or what are you saying? Yeah, like, are you saying streaming master duels per se, or what? Because I think my plan now, I think since I won't have time for streaming, I probably would just do like maybe recordings of some of the games that I've been playing, and then just post them in like a series, so that depending on how the stuff goes, then at least like it doesn't like impact me too much, so I can do that. But the streams probably will be done until like Wednesday. No, until Tuesday maybe, and then probably the next time I'll stream again will probably be from like the 18th of July. So it's like quite a bit of a gap there. So like I'll be out for like at least 10 days. So I won't be able to stream where I am, but I'll be able to record though. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I don't want to leave you guys just in the dark there, because I do want to at least post the new stuff and try and get some with the new decks, especially try and, I think the 9th is when I'll be traveling, so I don't think I'll be able to stream live when the pack gets out, and it's unlikely I'll be doing Meta Weekly for that weekend. So but I'll be doing Meta Weekly for this Sunday, but not next Sunday. So only when I come back, which would be on the 19th, then we can do the Meta Weekly back then. But for Meta Weekly for the 5th of July, we're still doing that. Unless they say because of the holidays or whatever, they're going to move it. I don't know, but we'll see. Because last year it was on a Sunday, and they had to move it because of the holidays and whatever. So this time around it's on a Saturday. So I don't know if people are going to be still in the right space of mind to be dueling on a post-Independence Day, but we'll see. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Figure it out. All right, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And stay tuned for more. Cheers, everyone.